the sky beneath to see, hiding in a space or lost in our destiny. Believe in me and be with me. Well, everything's meant to be. I've seen people come and go with hand a broken dream. When the stars are gone, the night is cold and so lonely. But if it's my only chance to catch you in this tiny life, the world on fire and I will hold you tight to the end of the time. None of us will say goodbye, and my love will die forever. You and I, don't you leave a tear for me. Don't you sleep with a broken dream. When everything's meant to be. Through the fire and through the tide, through the thin I called it love and brought you by my side. Believe in you and hold your hand. Any stories can never end. I've seen people often cry with someone's taken mine. Someone got the reason but never really find the rhyme. But I met you in this life. I'll be brave and try my very best. The word is met, but I will hold you tight to the end of the time. None of us will say goodbye, and my love will die forever. You and I, don't you leave a tear for me. Don't you sleep with a broken dream. When everything's meant to be, like you and I are meant to be.
Yeah, I was grabbing a beer.
A beer, you
I'm
say?
chilling out though.
Also,
Oh,
hello
yeah.
everyone. I
Yes,
hope you
yes,
guys like
hello.
my starting soon screen. I decided to do something a little bit different. I don't even have music in most of my streams. Nothing. I just chat, yeah. I talk the whole time. Sometimes I go a little silent. Anyways, let's actually get the game. Oh yeah, I gotta change your interactive image. I said it, and then I forgot to do it. Browser source. Don't worry, you guys will see the game in a little bit. And then I'll go right into the... Well, not right into the questions. Because, you know, I gotta make these guys stay here as long as possible. For my entertainment. Yes. It's not my first interview, but it's my first interview on stream. Yeah, so we're going to dedicate the first section to Lost Ark, and I'm going to start with this first question right away. Muskiiyy, how much do you actually know about Lost Ark? You told me that you played Lost Ark and then stopped playing it after some point.
sucker for the skins. You know, I wanted my hot female avatar. I spent
Hey,
like $25 and then never touched the game again.
I guess it
It
has
was
a
too
boob slider then.
complicated. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of MMOs in my life.
Fair.
And like I never played WoW, never even played like some of the classics like RuneScape and stuff. So it was overwhelming, and I think it was too overwhelming that I just kind of got bored of it. But honestly, like it was a cool game for a while. I really liked like some of the missions and especially the cutscenes with like the big wars, kind of Lord of the Rings thing going on.
Did you ever play Lord of the Rings
But
Online? There's an MMO of that. It's fantastic.
no,
I still play it. Aw, it's so good.
never.
It's old though, but they're updating it. It's crazy. They're updating. It was made in like 2005 or something, and they recently got an expansion. I don't know how much you
Really?
guys know about Lord of the Rings, the lore of it, but they made the Gundabad expansion.
No, I've never heard of. I didn't even know there was an MMO.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right. Also, you might hear my typing. I'm sorry about that.
That's cool.
There have
All
been
good.
memes made about my typing sound.
Dude, I didn't
And
realize how much of a pain in the butt audio was before doing this.
oh
Like
yeah,
trying
no,
to filter out all that stuff.
it's the
It's
same.
crazy.
It's the same. That's why I have this OBS plugin to manage all my audio. I think I'm a little loud, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn that down just slightly. I'm probably louder than usual because I'm a little hyped and I'm talking to other people rather than nobody.
I get that
Hey, wait,
100%.
I'm gonna mute you guys for a sec, just so I can tell people in my chat what's going on.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, just doing a few final things, and we'll actually start talking about things that people care about.
Sounds good to me.
It's kind of funny too, because in my first, well, I used to stream like a really long time ago, but I stopped
Mhm.
doing that for years, and then I recently got back into it. And the first stream I did, when I first got back into it, I said something along the lines of, what was it? I think it was. I know the joke I made. I'm just trying to give the context so the joke's actually funny. It was something about me not having friends, and I'd have to get paid actors to pretend to be my friend.
Oh,
I'd have
yeah.
to check
I
back
do
through
the
the
same thing
VOD,
all
which
the
was
time.
deleted.
Yeah, I do the same thing all the time.
So how much did it
Talking
cost?
about
I never
friends on
checked.
stream. Yeah, talking about friends on stream is like, well, I actually don't have
Yeah,
any
we don't
friends.
have those.
But
That's why we're
yeah,
streaming.
we don't. Exactly.
Yeah. All
I
right.
always joke that my wife is my only friend, which is okay.
Yeah, that's okay. At least
Yeah,
she
I'll
won't be
take that.
jealous.
Exactly. She knows I'm loyal.
All right. Let me actually pull up my. I have a bunch of written questions. Usually I improv these, but I was like, you know what? I'll actually write down questions just so I know all my talking points.
Okay, yeah. Fire away, and I mean, stick
Alright,
to
I'm
the
back.
agenda,
Welcome
freelance
back.
a little bit, whatever works.
Yeah. Also, some of these questions are applicable to both of you. Some of them are just one for one specifically. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'll say if it's one specific. If it's not, then assume it's for both. Unless you have no answer for it, then don't even worry about
Okay,
it.
sounds good.
All right, first things first. General questions. How many hours do you guys have in Lost Ark?
Oh, let me check. Hold up.
Yeah, let me pull up my Steam quick, because as we're talking, I'm playing it.
It just gives me a good idea of how much you actually know about the game.
30 hours.
That's more than
And
I thought.
I don't remember that much, to be honest. A little bit.
30
A little
hours?
bit here and
Ooh, I'm gonna...
All right, I find
where are
that
you at?
you'll remember things as I ask you the questions. You'll get
True.
used to that.
Ooh, 390.
Nice.
Only 390. Wow. I
Yeah,
was expecting more from you.
No, I took a... The thing is, I didn't start making alt characters until like the last month. Like I went the first couple months, because it's been 3 months now, and just with my one main character.
I see. Let me just go to the stream music you made. Must be. I used all the lofi stuff as well as the morning coffee. I set that up like very quickly,
dope.
so.
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. Let me make sure. Oh wait, whoops, wrong playlist. Wait, what? It decided to. Okay, well I have two playlists: the starting student playlist and the lofi playlist. I'm on the lofi playlist, and it's deciding to play the starting student playlist because media player's stupid. Please. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure the volume's not too high. Also, is the other one? Yes, it is. Okay, whoops. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's just the game volume. Okay, great. Audio management, fun. Let's turn that way down.
Yeah, I suck at it too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I never know the best way to go about it. Like, do I turn down my game settings? I turn on the settings within like my audio manager. Do I change it in the stream?
I tend to do
Yeah,
it
dude,
relative to
I
my own
fiddle.
voice, and I try to keep
Yeah.
it like, if you use OBS, I try to keep it around -15 to like -8,
Yeah.
which is a little bit
Yeah, I think-
loud, I think, but honestly, they can turn down or up the volume slightly. It doesn't quite matter.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically. I think mine's like around like -12.
Yeah, and then I base everything else around my own volume. So stream music and the other volume should be about the same, about half as loud
Mhm.
as I am.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I try to end up doing as well.
And since I have stream music, I think I should just turn off my game music entirely. I don't need that. Even though it really helps for dodging. Funny thing, in ToF, I was practicing my dodging, and how I decided to do that was I closed my eyes while dodging because they make a little sound. You'll really have to
Oh,
notice
yeah,
they make
yeah,
a
yeah,
sound
yeah.
right before you're supposed to dodge. And
Right.
so I was listening
wait,
for that sound rather than looking at the actual attack.
Do they
That's
really?
what's-
I usually just go for the red lines.
Yeah, the red light.
I must have
Yeah.
like at least 200, 300 hours in just this game.
Oh,
I've played this a
okay.
lot. So I
Gotcha.
and furthermore, with the games I played in the past, I really almost study the game in a way,
Mhm.
down to mechanics. And that came from another game I played. I'll go into that later, something maybe not even today. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I mean ToF. I've been playing probably like 8 to 10 hours a day since it launched. So
the funny thing
yeah,
is, I'm
we
probably
work
not even
on,
going to play
like,
this in
doing
global
that.
release. And I'll go into
Really?
that later. Yeah,
What?
I'll send you guys my review video later. It actually got a lot of, well, it's my most viewed video actually, but which isn't saying much because I don't have much on YouTube either.
Yeah, but it's still
But it was well
most viewed
received
video.
too.
Yeah.
People were more surprised that I soloed Frostbot than anything.
That
Yeah.
was impressive.
I would say that or Sobek would be the two that are.
I can't
No
solo
thanks.
Sobek. I can't solo.
Yeah, I don't
Sobek.
think anyone can until like late game.
I can't solo Barbarossa either, but that's because of its healing mechanic.
Yeah, I suppose can't kill the little
with the
mob
dogs?
dogs fast
Yeah,
enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He will just heal all of his health by the time I'm done, like
Yeah,
killing all of them.
the first time I did him, I was like, I actually like this a lot.
Yeah, he's
that
my
he
favorite
does
boss.
this.
He's my
Yeah,
favorite
and, like,
boss in the game.
Yeah, and they're tanky. Like the little side dogs are very tanky too, which I appreciate. It's not
The
like
rest
just
of the
run
bosses
over,
in the
do
game,
one
though,
combo.
they're kind of lackluster, to put it nicely. But we'll talk about all that later. For now,
Yep.
we're doing Lost Ark.
Okay,
When did you
yeah.
guys start playing Lost Ark? And for you, Muskiiyy, when did you stop?
I started playing like the day we got the server. So yeah, whenever NA server launched, I downloaded it and launched and started playing. Probably stopped like a week and a half after, maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Not long.
And Badger, when did you start? Same time? Right when it
Yeah,
started? Yeah.
whenever it was available. Not like that. Like the big streamers got it like 3 days early or whatever. I did it whenever everyone else got it that Friday. And then I don't think I actually could play it till Saturday just because the servers were so messed up in the beginning from like the overload of
Yeah, I
having so many
heard
people
that.
playing it.
I heard about.
But-
To be fair, a lot of MMOs have similar problems. This one, I'm not surprised didn't because they only invited like 1,000 people, well, more than that. But
Yeah, the director of the game in Korea said he expected like 200,000 to 300,000 people on release day, and I mean it hit like what was it, like 1.1 million basically.
Well,
Like,
it
the
was like
first-
every streamer was playing it for like 2 weeks, and then
yeah,
I haven't seen anyone stream it since. Pretty
no,
much.
yeah, I was looking at
Yeah.
it last night, and I'm pretty sure it only had 16 viewers. To be fair, this was
Really?
during the inactive time, but
Yeah,
still.
that I would say
Still,
'cause
still.
because I casually watch people and it's like there's like the big like 4 or 5, and then it's like a
then
severe
there's
drop off
us.
after that.
And then there's
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, basically. Because
Yeah.
like the big 4 or 5, and 4 of the 5 play Korea only. Basically, they'll like come to NA for like the big events and the launch and everything.
Oh yeah,
So,
true.
like,
I
they
forgot.
built
Most of them are like in the CN and they started streaming it before.
Yeah,
Right.
like the big one in NA is Stoops. I think he's on right now actually. But outside of him,
I haven't
like
seen him,
NA
actually.
wise, There's not a
Interesting.
ton of people online.
I guess he just stops streaming early because I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Hmm.
All right. For both of you, how did you first find out about Lost Ark?
Just a buddy of mine told me about it. He's
Fair.
pretty like plugged into like new games and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he was using my resource. He's like, hey, this game's coming out. You should try it. But so he also dropped it like after 3 weeks or 2 weeks. But we were pretty much playing together. Like we would wait for each other to level up and stuff. And then I don't know, just we both just kind of got bored of it. It was weird.
Yeah, I think for me, I remember seeing it like honestly like a year or two ago, like seeing the Korean version, and then like it must have been like the global release announcement or they're bringing it to global, and I just saw all the classes and stuff, and I was like, oh, that looks super fun. And then I think I was watching MTashed, who does Genshin Tower. He did Tower Fantasy with like a couple videos, and like big Destiny guy, but he was playing it and he was hyping it up. I'm like, oh yeah, it's coming out soon. And then I
You were in-
just like,
you- Sorry, you were quite done there. I thought you were, but you can continue.
no, I was done
Okay, yeah.
basically, and I was like, yeah, I just figured I'd download it and see what's up with it.
All right. So you said you were interested in the classes. That actually brings me to another one of my questions. How many? What classes are in the game, and how many are there?
I think so a new class comes out on Thursday this week, actually, the Destroyer, which is like a warrior that has a giant hammer.
Is that part of the
and I-
Voltan expansion you were talking about?
Yes, it is. It's the May. It's part of the May update. They're deeming it. I mean, it's mid-May, but it's the May update. And they're coming out with Destroyer, and Korea just had like a overhaul on all their classes and everything too. So it's coming out with like the updated version of Destroyer because they had like some things just switched with its kit overall, damage numbers tweaked, things like that for all classes. But we're getting like the updated class systems already, which is super nice. I think in the NA version there's like 15-ish classes right now. 16. Let me think. There's Soul Fist, War Dancer, Scrapper, Striker, Sorceress, Bard, Berserker.
Do you guys think it would have
Paladin.
been maybe more successful here if they started with less classes? Because that was kind of overwhelming for me too. Was like, I know PvP is kind of a big deal, and I was like, as a first sort of big MMO, I was kind of like, how do I go about this? I don't want to, have to commit to creating multiple characters.
I think
went
the
Bard,
target audience
but
for Lost
yeah.
Ark, which makes sense, is the MMO community, the people who are already used to MMOs, and so I don't really think that was really
a
part of
factor.
a factor in its activity. Which, by the way, Lost Ark is still doing great. I only looked at two things really. Well, before researched two things before starting this interview. I was looking at other games just so I can make comparison, and I also looked at the Steam charts to see how many people were active. All right.
Yeah, the Steam charts, I think that's one thing like Stoops, because I usually have him just on the background every day. He talks about and looks at it every day, and he says like, I think on average it's like 500,000 concurrent players a day, but he's like half of those are probably bots.
Yeah, half of those are probably bots. I was about to say.
Yeah. So it's like, but even though if it has 150 to 200,000
That's still
concurrent
pretty
players,
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's super good, I think. But yeah, so overall, I think it's doing just fine, and to like the point of like too many classes like out at launch. I think a lot of people wanted every class available at launch, because I think for the most part, like everyone that's been playing this long term for the most part has been anticipating it for a long time, just because it's. I think Korea's like in its 4th anniversary right now, so people have known about it for a long time. So I think people are more excited just to have all classes available overall in general.
Yeah, I guess if you were following the game before launch,
but yeah,
you're
definitely
probably familiar with it already.
Yeah, but definitely if you walked into it blind, I don't blame you. Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? There's a lot going on.
So overwhelming. Like I knew what class I was gonna have before the game came out and everything, because that was the one thing I wanted to look into.
Right.
And then like, the rest of the game I was pretty blind on, I would say.
That's
But
nice
yeah,
actually being blind to a game. That's how I generally go
Yeah.
about it.
yeah, that's one of the things about the upcoming Vaulton raid that's coming out is it's like the first the Korean players. I don't know if we'll talk about this later, so I'll just bring it up now quick. The Korean players have always said the game gets good when Legion raids come out. So like in the game, there's like these 6 Legion generals, like these demons, and right now the raid that's coming up is you're going against the first one of them. So there will eventually be 6 of these.
Hmm.
And if you ask any Korean player, they'll be like, "Yeah, Lost Ark was kind of a dead game in Korea even until these came out, and this is where the game gets really fun and things like that." So I'm
Right.
hoping it's not a bunch of copium, and they're right because I mean I still like the game. I play it every day, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But for like a general like continuing to do well, I hope that like this is another layer that actually adds in and becomes like a big deal for it.
We would have
It's not
actually
just like a
gotten
bunch of
into
letdown.
that in a kind of a roundabout way because one of my questions later, I'll leave it for later, but it was what kind of multiplayer content is in Lost Ark, and you definitely would have mentioned that there. And then from
Mhm.
a lot of my questions are going to be improv here. You know, I
Yeah,
have all the
that's
written ones,
fine.
but of course I'm going to stretch this out as long as I can. I wasn't lying about that.
Yeah,
All good.
This will also probably be on YouTube, maybe shortened down like a little bit, but honestly, so far, I don't think I'm cutting anything out of the video. It's
no,
just
yeah,
good.
that's
All
as
right,
long
I'll
as
try to
everything.
I'll try to keep the swearing to a minimum then.
Oh, don't worry, I
Yeah.
swear all the time. They're
Yeah,
used to it.
Okay. Okay.
I think I
But you
said
have to
at
avoid
least
those
5
strikes.
swears in my review of this game.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's nothing.
At least it was a review of the game that I didn't do on stream. I recorded it, and so I was a little more tame. Plus, I kind
Yeah.
of wrote a script for it too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, less
my
of a
problem
script
with
and more like I'm doing here, just talking points.
yeah. No, my problem is once I start swearing, it's hard to stop. But if I just avoid it, I'm good.
I don't care. I'm still planning out a drinking stream at some point. I'll probably do
Oh,
that
I'm
as like a
drinking
subathon
right
or
now,
something.
so-
Although I'll probably die if I do that, so maybe not.
That's why I was
Yeah.
like, the more beers I get in me, the more unhinged I might get.
I'm not
so-
really big on beer. I'm more on whiskey, honestly.
Same.
whiskey guy. Oh, I wish I had some whiskey, man. This
Same.
is the last of the stock, you know.
I have like a
We're
little
on
bit of
the-
a bottle of Goldschlager, but I'm never gonna drink it because it's too good.
There's one of
Too
those
good.
like show off, say for a
Yeah,
good
it literally
event.
has gold flakes in
Special
it.
events.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, so they like beer up here.
Yeah, I'm more Italian, which is still weird that I'm into whiskey, but
Just maybe one day I'll get into wine.
I like wine, just not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
All right. What got you hooked into Lost Ark? Basically, already answered that. Just to make sure, you guys mentioned that you really haven't gotten into any other MMOs other than Lost Ark and Tower Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Genshin and
No.
it's not an MMO.
No,
That's
it's
an
like
RPG.
Yeah.
I'd say it has like MMO.
It has. I never
mechanics to
played
some
Genshin, so I can't
extent.
speak to this. But I did do my research on Genshin because of this game, and it's definitely more of an RPG with like a little bit of multiplayer content.
Yeah. Okay,
I think what
okay.
holds Genshin back from being like a true MMO is
Open.
there's no like
Yeah, there's no people out on the
raids.
open world.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no open world things. There's no raids. Like
All right. So other than that, I
Yeah.
think the only MMO I played was Club Penguin.
ooh, classic.
If that's an
Okay.
MMO.
Oh man! Funny enough, I never played that either.
Ooh, that's a classic. That's like elementary school for
Because
me.
my
Oh,
first
yeah, oh,
MMO
yeah.
ever was Pirates of the Caribbean Online, and then straight into Lord of the Rings Online. And so I was always talking to people like 30 or 40 years older than me. Like those were my friends. I had more friends
Right,
that
right.
were that much older than me than friends my
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to think then for me. I haven't played many MMOs. Like I've never played an MMO like consistently or as I have Lost Ark. That's for sure.
I used to play MMOs a lot because, like I said, like they're my first video games ever,
mhm.
and I kind of had that whole community. Hell, I have friends who died. That's how old they were. It's kind of sad, but
Damn.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
That's how old they were. Actually, wait. I have played another MMO. I played some of my VR chat buddies convinced me to play Wizards 101 with them for like 50 hours.
oh yeah, I remember
Another
that.
classic.
I don't like Wizards 101 though because they really hard level cap you. you know, you have to pay in order to get past what, level 20?
Yeah, they made me pay,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I paid.
Yeah, it's
it's like a
and you can't
real
even
life
like
it was-
get it
currency
by
wall.
you can't even get it free like in some other MMOs. You can get
It's
you
not
know,
like Final Fantasy 14 play free to Heaven's Ward.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it
Or
was
whatever the
fun playing
promotion
with them,
was.
but I mean, it was like nostalgic for them, right? I never played as a kid, so I never had I didn't
Yeah.
have the drive. They're still playing to this day. Like
I
they do the 4 a.m. sessions, but I just like couldn't get into it because I didn't have the nostalgia factor. But
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
feel that.
that's
I feel like if
nostalgia
they
is a good place
increase
to
like
put
the
it.
minimum level cap, it could be like somewhat relevant again, as long as they push out like a few more updates. But we're not gonna get into that. Wizard 101's basically dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
No, I
right.
think the only other MMOs I played are Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh.
I had that on my Xbox for a while, and then Neverwinter, which was like a free one. It was only on Xbox. I don't know if it's on any other platforms now, but like it first came out. And then I never played any other MMOs like World of Warcraft or anything, because I never had a computer to play it on, honestly. Otherwise, I probably would have.
I played WoW up until level 60, I believe it was, which was the cap
Mhm.
level, and I was a healer. And my experience in WoW was terrible.
Oh, really?
Especially as a healer.
I
Especially as a healer.
suppose. Get those pings all the time. Need healing. Need healing.
Oh, everyone will blame everything on you, like even if they're the ones doing the stupid shit like standing in boss abilities or
Yeah, it's
not
like
doing the
it's,
mechanics. You're
it's
the
like
one
you
who's gonna
realize
get
there's
blamed.
like red circles on the ground that you're not supposed to stand in, right? I can't out shield everything.
And
Out
then
heal
there's the
everything.
occasional time where it actually is your fault, where you get hit by a boss mechanic and you can't even argue against it. It sucks. I
Yeah.
hated the community in WoW, which is why I didn't play it. Which is actually a talking point I'll get into later.
hmm
What's the story like in? Oh, actually, no. I should ask this one first. What got you hooked into Lost Ark over other MMOs?
The
So,
waifus. Oh, sorry.
well,
This is
ahead.
specifically for Badger since he played it more. But yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
no,
That explains why
character
you play Tower
models,
Fantasy.
waifus are peak. They're good. And honestly, for me, it's the combat. It
Combat.
just you feel good. Like you just feel like powerful. Like right now, I'm doing a chaos dungeon, just grinding it, and it's just a bunch of mobs flying at me. My abilities feel good. Like when I hit something, it feels like I hit something. That's one of the things about Tower Fantasy I kind of actually don't like. Is like it feels like I'm just like kind of slashing at just like nothing. Like my attacks are going right through. There's no like impact. It feels like. But that's one of the things I like about this game is the combat. It feels good to play. Like regardless of how it looks, like the story on this game is it's mediocre. It's your typical average story. It's nothing amazing.
I didn't talk about
anything like
the story in Tower Fantasy in my review, but I did. The one thing I mentioned about it was that it's pretty mid tier.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, you don't expect a game like Tower Fantasy, Lost Ark, anything like that to have like a good story overall.
Is it
It's gonna have
mid-tier?
it.
So okay, let me explain. So I
Okay.
skipped most of the story because I didn't want people who didn't get into the CBT to get kind of spoiled. But I
Yeah.
did see, the first couple cutscenes with Shirley and stuff, and it was kind of dark. I was like,
The
wow,
beginning
this is,
was
this is
very
getting kinda
cool.
serious
That's the best part of the
compared
story.
to some of the other,
I was-
anime aesthetic kind of games.
I was
like,
gonna
holy
say
shit.
that is the best. So the story itself is kind of mid, but the cutscenes. This applies to Lost Ark and Tower Fantasy. Some of the cutscenes, like visuals, are just phenomenal.
It's mostly
I know, like, in
the
Lost Ark,
beginning
you were
of the
saying-
story. I feel like they really try
Yeah.
to hook you in and then kind of gave up on the story.
Yeah.
One thing I really like too, I mentioned this at my very first VOD. There was I'll remember it forever because I've never seen an MMO put this much life into a character. When Shirley was running over to house from like what was it called, the shelter main
Yeah.
place.
In Astra.
Oh, where you
forever.
start? Yeah.
Yeah, and she was running and she was like running towards the stairs, but she like ran to she didn't see where the stairs was. She ran like a little bit to the side of it and she almost fell off the ledge. And she did this little animation where she like almost falls off and then like catches herself and just jumps off. That animation was never used again. They made that animation just for that one scene.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I miss Shirley, man. She was cute.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you
so do
haven't
I.
finished the
I feel
story
you
then.
there.
Yeah, no. I told you I skipped like all of it because I didn't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
for
but you
well, also because
haven't
I know
like
I'm gonna
gotten
replay
to
it.
the most we were able to get to in the closed beta.
Wait, haven't I is there more main story? I thought we
Uh,
were
have to-
waiting like 500 hours.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
say,
you
do you
did
have
do
the
it then.
timer?
Okay, well, you
Oh
would.
no, yeah, I skipped it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'll say I
Alright,
haven't done it
spoiler
because that was one of my things I was talking about. Is there's a couple regions in the game that I don't know if it's my computer, my game that I have installed. If I
Yeah,
never
it's
tried
probably
to
just you. That hasn't happened to me. I saw you talking about it on your stream.
Okay,
Yeah,
so my chat's telling me a lot of the story, even from the beginning, was cut out in the beta. Maybe because of voice lines or something. But so,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
they mean
Maybe
the
they
voice
did kind of jump
lines.
around a little bit.
if you I try to do the beginning in English, and who's the main guy? Zeke.
He doesn't have a
Zeke,
voice.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have an
he
English
doesn't have
voice
a
at
voice.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
think
it's
that's
like
what they
some
mean.
of that. Yeah,
They
I think
also
that's what they're
showed the
talking about.
big lore drop cutscene at the beginning, and it was completely in Japanese with Japanese subtitles, and I was like, "Oh, this is
Oh yeah,
not
I was
helpful."
I was a little bit
Yeah.
afraid there. I was like, oh, is it all gonna be in Chinese? It wouldn't have been
Mhm.
Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unless it was,
Yeah.
I don't. But it's more likely to be Chinese since it is a Chinese company.
Yeah, I noticed that too, though, in the very beginning.
Yeah, I was a little
But
bit
yeah,
afraid.
so like,
It was cool
yeah,
though.
but like the story itself, it's like, it's overall, it's like pretty mid, just average. But it has its moments that it's fantastic, or like the moments that like matter. Like I feel like you feel matter. Like overall, it's just like I wouldn't say maybe average. It's just like generic.
Oh, sh-
Maybe is a better way to put it.
True.
Sorry, I said oh shit there like while you were talking because I'm trying to get on top of the Tower of Fantasy right now and I almost fell.
No, you're good.
All
You're
right,
good.
Hang on, let's try this again. There we go. Now I can do it.
I still have to
Once
do
I
that.
do
haven't
this,
climbed yet.
I'm going to continue with the questions because this is the one part of climbing this that I actually have to pay attention on. You barely make it. Because at
Yeah,
the end,
that's the
you have to jetpack off the platform and jetpack to the ring around it, climb up the ring, and then jetpack over to the platform. And you barely have enough stamina to do that, even with max stamina.
out.
Yeah, that we can get currently. But here I am, at the top. Again. I do this every day.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
weirdly
that's
fun.
something I still have to do because I think it was you that told me that you get the hidden like achievement
It's not really an achievement, it's just the
or the icon
yeah,
order.
if you guys want, I could just teleport you guys up here.
Oh, I'm not in the game.
Yeah, I don't have access anymore. I did a giveaway.
Yeah,
for one of my
I
subs.
saw that. I was planning on
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
I was thinking about joining so I could give the account to one of my friends. However, I was like, nah, I won't be like that.
Yeah, yoink it from one of myself. No, I'm yoinking it back on.
No, I'm
the
a sub.
18th. I think I said I'd give him a. Oh yeah, you are a sub. Oh yeah, you didn't enter. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna take it back though in like 3 days. I gave him 3. But okay, so the guy who won, I felt so bad. Shout out to D2. He literally won, and then he got the flu, and he was like, "Man, I literally can't even get out of bed today." I was like, "Oh my god, hopefully you feel better now, like good enough to play at some point."
Yeah, that was me this week. I was sick all week, and like I didn't touch the game. Like I didn't touch any games hardly. I was just like, I just want to lay down. I want to sleep. I want to do nothing this whole week.
That's funny
Yeah.
because I had a cold like last week and I still played. I still streamed. I just kind of powered through it and muted myself whenever I was gonna cough.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. I was coughing and sneezing so much. I'm like, I couldn't do it.
I could.
I
and
would just
powered
feel
through it.
bad, and it would have. I streamed, I think, like last Saturday, it's like a week ago, and my throat was killing me the entire time. I was like, I'm not gonna do this all week.
All right, back into the questioning. Okay, so what exactly is the story in Lost Ark? If you like remember any bits of story from it.
Yeah, so
You want me to start and give you what I remember? It's
Sure.
probably.
yeah, you can go for
Okay.
it, and then I could just add on
All
to
right.
it.
Okay, so you start, and there's that like priest guy who's like possessed by a demon, but he's good. And then there's the bad guy who has a bunch of demon friends, but he betrays them and takes their power, like the clown guy. And that's pretty much all I remember.
Pretty accurate.
Is that close?
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
funny
good. In the
Watching
for the
people
beginning
try
of the
to
game, I think.
summarize entire
Okay.
MMO stories sometimes. That's why I
Yeah,
asked that question.
All right. Yeah, I figured I'd go first because I probably have the like
Least
scuffed
amount.
version.
Yeah.
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 All right.
I think so. Like overall, the point of the game is like it's called Lost Ark. So like there's 6 arcs in the game, and I think once you like get all of them together, you like have the power, like quotations, like the power to shape the world or something like that. And like like the world's facing this huge evil, so you have to go find all these arcs that are scattered across the continent and everything like that. And I think the last one's lost. That's why it's called Lost Ark. Because right now in the game we have 5 of them. And like he said, like there's companions along the way. You meet some like the leaders of each nation. And they each basically give you an arc or show you where the arc is. You just have to go find it. And then you have like the 6 Legion generals, which are like Vulcan. Like this raid coming out, he's one of them. Like who are like, I guess the demons basically. Trying to get them for themselves, and they have like a leader. Can't remember what the leader's name is. Honestly, I skipped through most of the story overall, and I watched the cutscenes because the cutscenes look cool.
Hmm.
They did have good cutscenes.
Yeah, but that's kind of overall the gist of it so far. There's a Korean streamer named, I don't know if it's Saint Tone or Saint One. It's like a meme in his community that he doesn't say his name. Whenever he tells you how to pronounce it, he like bleeps it out. He goes, "Oh yeah, it's called bleep." So, but he did like something called Lower Arc in 2 parts, and it's like 2 20-minute videos where he literally breaks down the entire story. And I was like in there like just casually listening to that. But overall, that's kind of the gist of it. You're trying to get the arcs before the demons get the arcs, and then just to stop them overall. I don't know what they want to do with it, honestly. Plunge the world into darkness, probably.
You
It's
know,
kind
the
of the
sun
gist
is
of it.
pretty annoying, I gotta say.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the sun's bad. All it does is burn
It's
you.
a deadly laser.
Yes.
Yes.
The sun is a deadly,
Deadly laser. Yeah. We've all watched the video.
I
at this
get it.
point,
I got the reference. I got the reference.
yeah.
But yeah, overall, that's kind of just the general gist of it. Get the arcs before the bad guys so they can't shape the world how they want and plunge it into darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I don't remember if I asked this earlier. I think I meant to, but did I already ask what else was added to the Vulcan expansion, or what else is going to be added?
No, but I touched on it a little bit. So Vulcan, there's the Legion Commander, and the item level you need to go against him is 1415, so like 1415. Right now I'm 1411, so I'm not even there yet. So that's like the minimum, and then they're adding in the new destroyer class, who is like the warrior with a giant hammer. They're doing some quality of life updates, and then they're giving us, I think they're giving us the complete balance changes for the classes. I know for sure we're getting destroyer with the balance changes they just got in Korea a couple weeks ago, or like a few weeks ago. I think they're giving us the rest of them too. I'm not 100% sure on that. I could be wrong. And then we're getting, so in April we got a new continent called South Vern, and we got like half of it, and I think they're giving us like the rest of South Vern. Like there's Guardian raids you can do. They're adding 1 Guardian raid. There's something called Chaos Line. They're giving us the hard mode for that versus the normal mode.
See, that was my problem with. You know what? Maybe I'm just not an MMO guy. Like all these terms, like I just couldn't get a grasp on them.
You kind
And
of
like,
at first.
there's-
The big thing about MMOs is community, and this is one of the things that I want to talk about, and this is the perfect time to. I think I don't care about much else really, apart from decent gameplay and good community.
Yeah.
Like as long as there's stuff you can do in a community in the game, I'll like it, and if the community is good, I'll love it. In Lord of the Rings Online, I talked about this last time. There's in the server we're in, there's this weekly event we do every Friday, and it's called Bread and Jam. I don't know why it's called that, but it's called that. And every week in the game, there's music you can play. There's even a class on it. There's instruments and stuff, and people go in like entire bands, and they play their music, and it's just a party, and people talk. It's great. I love it. All these communities. There's more community events other than that, but that's the first one that comes to mind. And I love community events like this. And one of the things in Tower of Fantasy that I don't like is there's a lack of that. There's not much you can do as a community in the game apart from like a fireworks show and world bosses, I guess. But I mean, the world bosses are kind of get boring.
well, I mean, it does force you though. Like if you want good gear and stuff to make friend, like when I went into Lost Ark, that was a big problem for me. It was like I just basically relied on my IRL friends who were playing the game. But I feel like Lost Ark just like forces you to spend, or sorry, Tower Fantasy, like to get the best stuff and spend vitality in the best way. Like you have to go in a world chat, find people who are down to do stuff. So I don't know, maybe that's just my lack of experience with MMOs, but I actually found the opposite. Like I I think I have like 20 or 30 people added on Tower Fantasy already in like a couple weeks, you know.
Yeah, I
So
generally find that I just solo until max level. I find a guild, and then I either make more characters and let my guild help me level to max, or I stick with that character and I just raid with them. I find it pretty easy to level up in MMOs because that's not really the point of an MMO. The point is the end game content.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be really
Yeah,
hard to
that's
play Bygone while asking the questions, but I'm certainly gonna try.
no. I think you'll be fine.
You know I'm on level 141, right? Like I'm not
Ooh,
just level 40 like you guys. I'm
Let's
Wait,
say
what's
I'm like
Bygone?
the endless tower type thing in Tower Fantasy.
Oh, Phantasm. Oh, yeah. Wait, what level are you guys on?
I'm on 131. I don't know what you're on.
Jeez.
That's
I'm
why
on
I'm
like
saying it's gonna be really hard for you to play this and
56
ask
or
the
60.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how high I've gone, but I know I haven't gotten the achievement for hitting 50 yet.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to go for 150. There's not even an achievement for that. I don't think. The next achievement's at 200.
Well,
All
here's-
right.
I think Pebble in my chat, BG, you've probably met him.
So at least in your server, I understand that it can be different for
Yeah.
each server, but in the server you generally play on in Lost Ark, how is the community, and are there any community events that you generally go to or know of? Also, hey, Wibble.
So the community in Lost Ark, I would say it's very split between the people that are nice and love the game and the people that just constantly complain like every other game faces a little bit. Overall, I play Lost Ark basically solo. I do just like matchmaking for most of my content outside of the end game stuff. There's like a find party feature, because if you try to do matchmaking on some of like the harder raids, you're never gonna beat them. Like people just don't do mechanics, and there's wipe mechanics and everything. Overall though, a lot of the community I think is pretty positive about the game. Like it gets a lot of negative rep because of the bots and
Wait, why are there bots in the game? What's the point of bots in an
That's a
MMO?
question I was going to ask.
yeah.
Why is
So
Lost Ark botted so much over MMOs? The general reason I see for botting is gold selling, actually, and it's where people sell gold for real life money or some other currency. Is that a big thing in Lost Ark, or why do people bot in Lost Ark? What's the
yes,
profitability?
100%.
Dude, I used to do that in Neopets, Lamau.
Neopets.
Yeah, it's definitely the gold thing. I mean, so I am 100% free to play in the game. I'm pretty much free to play in every game I play. And right now I have 10,000 gold.
Free to play. Oh.
Yeah, I spent 20,000 gold.
I'm joking.
If I spent money, I would be so much farther in this game, and that's part of it. It's like it's not necessarily pay to win; it's more pay to progress.
Oh, hey,
in this
Victor
game.
Man's watching.
And
hey, what's up?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you want to join
Yeah.
us? A fourth streamer would be great. Also, thanks for the follow, dude.
Yeah, and it's people just the market right now in Lost Ark, so it has its gold market where people can, like if I do a raid, if I get like an item that's really good, but I'm already good with my item, I can sell it, and like people sell things for,
kind of like Diablo,
500.
the what's it called, the auction market.
Yeah, there's a market in it, and that's like one thing with this Vaulton update coming up is so like right now the highest accessories and stuff we have in the game are legendary, but the new content drops relic, which like right now legendary can give you like +3 for like a stat or engraving, and the relic can give you up to +5. So people are like, if you get a good drop, you can probably get some whale to buy it for like 100,000 gold, just because there's gonna be a shortage of them in the beginning. So that's why like, everyone's trying to push.
So what's like the real life value of 100,000?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing.
Honestly, let me open the store here quick. So how do we even know how to buy gold? currency exchange? No. So right now, Royal Crystal sale offers. Crystal purchases offers. I don't pay anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But so if you pay real money, you get these things called royal crystals, and then you can exchange those royal crystals for gold, and then you either have your gold or you can exchange gold for things called blue crystals. So there's like 3 like big market currencies. Oh, here, buy. How much is it? So it looks like it's $20 for 2,200 royal crystals.
Oh,
And how much does that give me for gold? 5 sales of low sale price gold traded per 1 royal crystal. Oh, so it's like 650 gold for 1 royal crystal. Is what I'm seeing right now. I could be completely misinterpreting this.
okay. Well, we get the general idea.
decent
Gold
money
seems
to
to
be
be
made,
pretty
yeah.
expensive
Yeah.
in Lost Ark, and that explains the botting. Okay.
Yeah, and then, I mean, when I spent my 20,000 gold in game, I didn't even like get like the optimal build I can get for my class because I didn't have enough gold. Like the high end things go for like 20,000 gold, 30,000 gold, 40,000 gold, like up to like 100,000 gold for some things.
Jeez.
So people do that to try to get ahead, and then yeah, there is that real life value. It's like, well, if you sell something for 20,000 gold, how much real life money would that have been? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just things
I
like that
imagine
in
the
general.
market fluctuates as well.
Oh yeah, right now, with the new update coming, everyone's just like
Buying gold and it's higher in demand and it's more expensive.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just they're panic honing because you hone to upgrade your gear. So like, I need to get 14, 15. I need to do this raid. I need to get vault, and that way I can get this accessory and sell it for 100,000 gold. I need to do this right now. So
Right
people
now.
are just yeah, like it's
They're
like people
top
are
players,
just
I get
blind
it.
to the market. So like, there's something in this game called Great Honor Leaf Stones, which when you get to like where I am, that's what I have a shortage of to upgrading. And a week and a half ago, they're 100 gold a piece, and right now they're 140 gold a piece. And it's crazy. Like that's that's a lot, especially for me being free to play. Like I try not to buy anything, but I'm like sitting on my 10k gold right now. Like I kind of just want to buy some and just do this honing, but then my honing right now is only like 12% chance to upgrade. So it's just people are doing that, and then the bots just give you a constant influx of gold and just ruin the market.
So
Yeah.
my
it
next
kinda does fuck up
question
the game.
is kind of for Muskiiyy, but you can sort of answer it too. Muskiiyy, did you ever get to the end game? And if so, how long did it take you?
What's endgame?
End game is
Like
like max level. You're doing
like
like the
max
end
level
game
again?
raids. Yeah.
Tier 3 would be end game, so like 1302. I think is the gatekeep to get you. It's the continent called Punica.
All right. Okay. Couple things.
Oh,
I have no
actually,
idea
I'm gonna
what
say what Victor
1302
Man
is.
commented first regarding our last piece. He says
Oh, sure.
the key with gold farming is life skilling and selling in bulk and selling level up mats.
Yes, I do that on my alts. I sell all my stuff that's not bound on my character, because bound you have to use on your character. So that's why I've been giving my gold back.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna take it. No, you did not get to the end game content.
Yeah, I don't know what 1302 means. I think I got to like level 45, and then I was like, all right, moving on.
Oh yeah, so like they say the game doesn't start to level 50.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah. So
level-
no,
'cause-
I wasn't even close then.
Yeah, because level 50 is when you get access to all of like the Guardian raids, things I was talking about earlier, the Chaos dungeons, because that's when
Right,
you
right.
start really like min-maxing and upgrading your gear to go higher and higher. And like that's on the continent Vern. So if you're 45, I'm guessing you were probably like in like Arthentine or Annika, like the
I got to the like China place where you have the
Yeah.
arena. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still like a continent and a half away from being like endgame, probably.
Right. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more, honestly, if I put in like a day or two, and then got
I mean,
to that end game content. But
that's just where it gets grindy.
Ah.
yeah, exactly.
So it depends what you like in a game.
It's funny. I'm
'Cause that's
actually
what-
going to be comparing Lord of the Rings a lot here. So one thing I really like in MMOs is early game content as well. A lot of MMOs focus on end game content, which is important, very important, more important than early game content, I'd say. But the early game content is also good for hooking in people. And with Lord of the Rings Online, you can imagine it has a fantastic story. It's Lord of the
Mhm.
Rings. It has such a massive world. How much do you guys know about Lord
Right.
of the Rings before I continue?
I know the movies, I know The Hobbit, and I know
Yeah.
I'm excited for the new series coming out soon.
I am sure not, but okay.
Mm, yeah, that's probably the same, but same as me.
You guys are actually excited. Wow. Okay.
I'm just curious because it's about
Oh
it's
no,
supposed
I don't know what that is. I saw the movies.
Amazon's
and The
making
Hobbit.
a new
it's about
series
it's
called
supposed to
The
be
Rings of
how
Power.
yeah, it's supposed to be how like Sauron got the ring, isn't
About
it?
Celebrimbor the Second Age, but it doesn't seem to be about that. I thought that was what it was too, but based on the trailer, it
Oh,
doesn't seem to be. I don't know what it's going to
maybe
be
I'm less
about.
excited then. Maybe I'm less excited then.
Yeah, I'm sure it will like go into it, but I'm not sure that'll be the main thing. I've just heard so
Mhm.
much politics over it, them insulting people who are criticizing it, just all this shit. I don't want to watch it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I don't. Usually, when I don't like something, I watch it just to criticize it. This one, I don't have to.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's how I am with Game of Thrones, like the prequel with the Targaryens.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, they
shit.
also
I don't think I'm gonna
kind of
watch that
ruined
either.
Boycott.
the Wheel of Time.
Yeah,
I never read the Wheel of Time.
I heard that.
And not even watched or ever read the Wheel of Time, I didn't even like the show. It didn't
Oh,
even appeal
really?
to casuals.
Yeah,
Considering I'm a casual.
this is total tangent, but like my favorite author is the one that picked up the books for the deceased author, Brandon Sanderson. And I've heard a lot of things about the Wheel of Time just because I like him. And people have said that like the books don't even get. I think it's 15 books in the series, or like the books don't even get good to like book 9. So I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get into a series if it
Exactly.
doesn't get good until halfway through the books? Like,
Exactly.
so I
And
never
that's what I
watched
mean
it.
by the early game content. The early game
Yeah.
content in Lord of the Rings Online is fantastic. They allow you to do they allow you to do instances up to starting level 20. And in Lord of the Rings Online, you used to only be able to get to level 20 well, technically you could do everything for free. Because how it worked is you could get premium currency. I think it was like the name changed a bunch of times, but I think last I saw it was Locho points or something like that. And you could buy the expansions using those Locho points that you get from doing deeds. It's a little grindy to do, but you could get it for free. And also, like, the instances were still good at low levels. You could still play them. You could do the raids, the skirmishes. There's defensive and offensive skirmishes. The skirmishes aren't what you think they are. It sounds like multiplayer. They are multiplayer, but they're not PvP.
Mhm.
They're more
Yeah.
like tower defense or tower attack in a
Okay.
sense, but it's actually really fun. And it has all these things in the early game that it hooks you in until the max level of it used to be 90 when I first started playing. It's now 150 ever since the last Gundabad expansion.
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah.
a big.
Yeah,
That's a lot of grinding.
and it takes a long time to level up too. Like your first go, you can buy
Yeah.
the one thing I don't like about it is that you can buy your way up to 140. I don't like that.
Hmm.
You can buy
Gotcha.
level 50, levels 100 or something like that. I don't know. There's a bunch you could buy.
Yeah, I will speak to that too. In Lost Ark, I think the only like quote unquote end game thing you have available to you before you get to 50 is PvP.
That's what I
The
was going to
rest of
ask
it,
next, actually. What sort of
the
endgame
rest of it,
content is there in Lost Ark?
yeah. So up until level 50, it's just straight, basically story mode, going through the continents. I mean, there's like sailing and islands you can hop to and stuff. That's kind of end game because eventually, like, each island has a soul. So if you want to like grind out the game at like every 5 island souls, you get a reward from a vendor. Some are like really meaningful, some don't matter at all. But PvP is like the only like true thing at end game that you get before level 50, and then level 50, you get things called Guardian raids, which drop you the gear that you can upgrade. And that's when like the item level stuff really starts to matter, because that's how they start like gatekeeping progress is through item level and making your upgrades, making your hones. It's pretty easy early on to level up. But Guardian raids and Chaos dungeons are like the 2 main sources of those mats. And Guardian raids are like you go in against like a Guardian, and it's basically like people compare it to like a monster hunter. Like it's 4v1, you can go in solo, and you go and you kill his Guardian and he drops mats. Chaos dungeon, it's like 3 floors of just like waves of enemies where you kill them and they drop you mats for upgrading as well. And then at certain upgrade item levels, they give you abyss raids or abyss dungeons. And abyss dungeons are like the 4 to 8 player things raids with like they drop mats for upgrading. They drop mats to craft better gear at your certain eye level. And then those are the ones with like the party wipe mechanics and like everyone has to stand here during this animation, or everyone has to break this stagger check, do this
Oh,
amount
you'll
of
just
damage.
ruin
in
the
I
that
whole
hate those
certain amount of
mechanics
time.
where you have to stand in a certain spot.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
well, it's fine if like it's an area of attack and like it hits everywhere except for like a few specific points. That's fine. But I mean,
Mhm.
like every single person has to be in a specific spot, form like a chain or some shit like that. I hate those mechanics.
yeah. There's
That's why I
there's
didn't
one
play Final
early on.
Fantasy.
Yeah, it's like I remember one of the early dungeons that in the game is like this boss spawns like 4 swords, and so each person has to pick up a sword exactly 3 seconds between each other, and the
Exactly.
person
Oh
with
my
this,
god.
yeah,
What the
it's
fuck?
like it gives like a, I can't remember if it's like a faint glow or like a ping, so you know it's like time to go. So people are like, so your party's numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like whoever's number 1, pick up your sword first. And then while you're doing that, once you pick up your sword, you have to go attack the boss. And the person can't attack the boss within that 3 seconds either. So it's like gotta be like perfectly staggered around. And if someone messes up, it's like a party wipe. And it's just like
Yeah.
early on, that one was annoying. Like
That's kind
admittedly,
of
some of the
try
early,
hard.
yeah, some of the early raids are not fantastic, and this is where I was saying the matchmaking aspect of it, like, can really suck. Like, if you're just going in with some
Right.
randoms,
I see
it's
why.
like, yeah, because I mean, I there's a lot of good videos on YouTube. There's someone I watch named 1010. He does Genshin as well, and he does like 3-minute raid guys, and he just literally is like, don't stand in the red circles, and here's all the main mechanics. And he'll just go over them really quick in like a 3-minute video. So I like watch him just so I'm not like that idiot that's causing problems the entire
The team
time.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But
shit, yo! Can you guys give me a sec? I'm just getting a call.
Sure.
yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay. But they do progressively get better, and then that's where like these Legion raids is like all the like that's why people really like want them to come out, because they're like the pinnacle of like just what they envision raids to be in this game eventually. So I'm actually looking forward to it, because I think every Legion general that's out in Korea is an 8-man raid besides for one of them. And then there's like normal mode, there's hard mode, and then there's something called hell mode. And hell mode's like, that's like the thing you get the achievement for. Like, people don't do that. No, casuals don't do it. Those are the streamers, those are the grinders. Like, those are the very hard things to do. What else is end game? That's all the main things. And then a lot of it's just like there's some world bosses you can kill for drops. There's cards in the game. People don't realize there's like cards, and like if you get certain sets of cards, they give your character certain bonuses. Like the one I'm trying to get right now, I need to like upgrade 2 more cards. I get 7% crit just flat, and it's like the best early end game card set until later on. But that's the bulk of the end game. It's a lot of grinding, pushing eye level by doing your Guardian raids, Chaos dungeons, and then doing like the Abyss raids and Abyss dungeons and those types of things, which are like the 4 to 8-man parties with mechanics. And that's where I have the most fun too, because they're like the most technical, and I appreciate. I like mechanics in games. Like I was saying with the sword thing, like that one's just too convoluted for no reason, especially just for like a early game matchmaking dungeon. But if that's like in the Legion raids where you're having a party who's like end game and they'll know, like I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, that's overall the end game. A lot of grinding.
Alright, I'm back. Thanks.
Well, you answered like all of my questions for the end game content. My next questions were: when you do raids or dungeons, what kind of drops are you usually looking to get, and are there any specific item drops you're looking for? Both of those were answered. So I guess that's all for the end game content. Next
Yeah,
one.
well, actually, I can add to that too quick, just because for like what I'm looking for in drops, like because there's the mats, but there's things called accessories, and in the game there's something called engravings, and the end game like Abyss raid dungeons give you your class specific accessories. So that's like when you can really start to buff up your character a lot, and like, I mean, my character, when I spent that 20k gold from all my accessories, I went from like 500,000 damage to like 2 million damage, just
Dang.
getting all my gold on
4
those and
times.
stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. it's a huge deal to get those up. So that's what I'm looking for. And then once you I have my build, so if I do it every week, you get gold from it, and then I just sell any great artifact or not artifact accessory I get to make more gold.
I'm surprised I've been clearing these like as easily as I have. I've had no problem so far. I lost once on the boss one because I got hit by his combo early on and just didn't have enough damage to follow through. But I'm currently on number 137, I think.
Dude, my friend
nice.
Pebble God's on floor 400 on CN. He said you have to
Yeah.
do
Is
that
that-
perfectly.
That's
No, I'm
dude,
already
was,
having to do that because see on CN
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a higher max level, they have better gear, all that. I'm here with lower level, and currently I'm like that. I have to play pretty much perfectly, with almost no room for error.
Yeah, apparently there's people on like 560 and on
Mhm.
CN and stuff. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I
they're
was
crazy.
in MTash stream when he started playing the first day of it, and he's like, someone said like, yeah, someone in CN's like on 550, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, if you guys play Genshin, like Spiral Abyss is four floors
Yeah,
every
yeah.
2 weeks. And it's like this has 550 floors, and like with
It's
the weekly
infinite
reset,
floors.
like yeah,
Yeah.
well, exactly. As far as we know.
Well, it actually is. It just resets every week. It doesn't actually like
Yeah.
reset. I'll still be at 130. It just resets down to the nearest temp.
10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it also gives you
okay, I was
rewards
gonna
based on your
say,
ranking, which
I was
I
like,
don't really care about top ranking
full
on the
reset?
US server. I just care about top ranking in our battlefield.
which is
Mm.
what I always go for. But I only didn't get top rank once, and it's because I had to compete with the other 2 top players in the server.
Thing
So,
1 and thing 2.
I think it was thing 4 at the time, before he switched, before he started honey grinding. Like he was at an absurdly high level,
Yeah,
and
I know.
then at the time, I think his name started with an S. Oh yeah, it's Saphir.
Oh, yeah, I know there was like that one dude that had like 6-star Huma in the first week,
Mm-hmm.
and his gear score was just absurd.
So PvP. Is there a meta to PvP, and how important is the meta in order to play PvP?
I am gonna be completely honest. I've done PvP once.
Hmm.
I never play it. That being said, I know there is like kind of a meta. Like some classes are just better, especially in like 3v3. Like it's your typical like have someone that's a little tanky, have someone that's mobile, have someone to do like poke range damage overall.
Oh, so it's like multiplayer PvP, not like the 1v1 PvPs?
There's 1v1.
Ah.
There's like a 6-man free for all, and then there's a 3v3.
Oh yeah, I want those. I want 3v3s in Tower of Fantasy.
Yeah, I want more than 1v1s in Tower Fantasy 2, but I haven't played it that much.
Hey Riella.
But I watched
yo,
they had an
PvP and
event.
ToF is fun, man.
It is
It
fun.
is.
It is, but I want like
It's fun.
the only problem is that once you get to the top ranks, you really need to use the meta.
Yeah.
just have
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Like equipment or the relics matter so much too.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I played it a little bit, and then I ran into like just like everyone using the hammer and having the perfect relics, and this was like before I started
Right,
like
right.
The hammer's not
getting
even
all my
meta.
stuff.
It's not even meta.
Really?
Yeah, it's Huma, Coco, and Claudia. That's the meta, and the relics are kind of interchangeable. There's a few different sets depending on what kind of build you want to go for. Riella, since you're an expert in PvP, if you want to tell me what relics are generally like the best in PvP, then let me know, because I'm also not top in PvP.
I've been using the wind tunnel thing and the Volt one that does the tornadoes.
I
and
switch
the-
between the Magnetic Pulse
That one
and
seems to
Rocket
work pretty
Barrage
well.
and Rocket
Yeah,
Barrage
Rocket Barrage
and the
too.
Tornado.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
those work pretty well.
And, oh yeah, I got the arms too, so I'm planning on using those in a PvP match sometime. I know those are
Gotcha.
really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think the person that tilted me, I think it was Keyline Pie. I ran into him, and he had Huma. He was using the hammer, and then whatever else he had. And I was just, yeah, I did not.
Hammer's
He was
what you
pushing for,
use
like-
if you don't have the other, like, if you only have 2 of the metas.
Yeah, and I was just casually in it, and that's when he was like, I mean, I think he still does, but he was hard climbing for like the #1 spot. I think he does it every week still, and I got one off of him, and I was happy with that. But I was like, I don't know if I can grind this right now.
Really?
I've been taking it like too casual overall, I think, to really grind it.
Yeah, sometimes it takes long to match too.
Yeah, it takes a long time to match, but really, Colossus Arms is terrible in PvP. I've seen a lot of people use it.
No, it's kind of bad.
Wow.
It was the first SSR relic. Like, you know, when you get one at the beginning,
Yeah,
I
I
got
took the
it, and
mech.
I don't know,
I took the
it's
mech
kind
5,
of clunky.
which I have it at tier 4 now. Because I've just gotten that
Yeah,
relic so
it's
many times,
a
and I
little
kind of
clunky.
regret it. I wish I took a different SSR relic now.
Me too.
Yeah,
Which one did you take?
the mech 5. I have it on tier 4 though, so I've gotten it so many times.
Oh yeah, you were saying that because you said the rocket barrage is like underwhelming.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
Yeah, I think, what did I pick? I think I picked the Void Rift, the one that like sucks everything into the middle,
That one's good.
just because I like it for like, I don't know, like if you're doing
PC.
Bygone, just sucks it all in the
Yeah, yeah.
middle, and I have King, so I just switch in with my Scythe, and it just burns them all at once.
Yeah, I'm looking to
Yeah,
upgrade
I
my
like C2 King, and
EMs.
it
I think my
rocks.
EMs are tier 4 now. My King's at tier 3. So I'm pretty well balanced. And I want to
Mhm.
continue upgrading my dual EMs just to get to tier 6.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to get to tier 6 at all because I just... At the beginning, I've been super lucky, but in the middle, I just started pulling like every SSR except the SSRs I wanted.
yeah. It's to say, I have like one dupe of everyone basically.
Me too. I've gotten basically dupes for the most
Yeah, I
part.
don't have
Mhm.
Huma, and I don't have the staff. Sorry, not the staff. I have the staff. The what's it called? The bow, which I really wanted.
Oh,
Oh, Tsubasa.
Tsubasa?
Yeah, and
He's
Tsubasa's
good.
nice.
He's a
I don't
good
have Claudia
support.
either. I just didn't really care enough. I don't like the limited item
Tsubasa's
system.
S tier support.
No,
Yeah, I
the
like-
bow's actually the best gear support.
Yeah, yeah, like 16 damage buff or whatever for
That's
when you're swapping.
Oh wait, yeah, I think for tier 1 the
That's
bow's 16,
Tsubasa.
but yeah, the
Yeah.
sword also gives a damage buff, but it's less.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm only missing Huma and Meryl. I think are the two I'm missing now.
All right. So next thing I wanted to talk about is the weapons system in Lost Ark. So I don't know this. I hope I'm right about this, but I'm pretty sure there's some form of like weapon upgrading in Lost Ark. Am I right about that?
Yeah, it's like it's honing, and that's like those are like the mats you do like the Guardian raids, or Chaos dungeons, all that stuff for. It's not like per se. It's kind of the same for every class. Like you have your helmet, your chest piece, your gauntlets. It's basically like the gear in Tower Fantasy, where you go like +1, +2, +3, all the way +15 or whatever. That's basically the weapon upgrading system overall. You can craft some better gear overall that gives like set bonuses, and that's something else that comes out with the Legion raids here. Is you start getting some gear that gives you set bonuses. So if you have 2 piece of this Legion General, so if I have 2 piece of Vultan's armor, I get this effect. The next one that's coming out is like 2 piece of Vitekiss, you get this weapon set, or this set effect. So like that's where that's gonna start coming into play. But overall, right now, it's basically just pushing your like it's the same as pushing your gear score. It's just pushing your item level. So it's like I have my boots in Tower Fantasy. I want to get them to +15, +20, whatever I can, the highest. And that's kind of the same thing with this game right now. Like my gear is like all like +12 roughly, and then my weapon is like +16, and my chest piece I'm trying to get the +16. Just because it gives me the biggest jump in item level to get to the raids that I want to be able to do.
Have you guys gotten the
I
point in
think this
Tower
was-
Fantasy yet where you're kind of depressed because all your progress is gonna be lost?
Oh, I'm not
I'm
going to play
kinda- I'm
Tower
kinda
Fantasy at
lost,
the end of this, and I'm actually going to get into that now. So there's a
Oh
bunch.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you're mentioning that. How
Yeah.
come? Are you just
Yeah,
not?
well, what's
enjoying
gonna be up
it
with
in
that?
general?
Because say I love it, I'm gonna be sad when it's gone. I'm gonna be ready
I'm
to
gonna
jump back
play
into
it, but
Dude,
I'm not
I'm
gonna play it
I'm
like
ready.
as much as
I'm
I am
jumping in.
here. I'm mostly just gonna play it like with my friends and see how they do. I might even make a guild Thailand. But that's what I'll
Oh
name
man,
it.
this
Yes,
is
Thailand.
the best game I've played in fucking years, man. Like I'm loving it.
I was
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
was questioning whether or not I should even get into this because first of all, I never even played Genshin, and while I do, of course, like anime, I could care less about anime waifus, really. You know.
Excuse me?
what?
Excuse me?
Sorry, I gotta go. I can't be on this anymore.
Let me
it's
get
not
another
really
beer.
what I
Oh
look
my
for in a
God.
game,
Oh
you know?
my god.
You know, if I wanted
No,
to look at
I-
anime waifus, I would just go on hentai, you know?
Oh, that's true. Man
Yeah.
of culture. Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, but if you can have them in your games too, like why not? Like, you know?
And you could cut. Yeah,
Ah.
this game you get to customize your own.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
kinda,
exactly.
yeah. But also, there's something called V-Road Studio.
You know, whatever. More for me and you, Badger.
I'm doing
Yes,
horribly in
exactly.
this one. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by the Hellmanders so much. I don't think I'm gonna win this one. If I do, then I'd be surprised. I don't think I've gotten a single perfect dodge, man. But anyways, another reason why I'm not gonna play this is because I don't want to pay money in this game. And I feel like if I do play this hardcore, I will end up paying money. Absolutely. You know.
I get that. Like I said, I'm free to play in everything that I play for the most part. Like even Genshin. Oh, sick! I just hit the upgrade. That's huge. Sorry.
All good.
In Genshin, I've been day one player. I've been playing for a year and a half now. I've been taking like a 2-week hiatus because of Tower Fantasy. And the only thing that's it, I spent a little money. Like there's like the Welkin Moon, so it's like a daily login bonus. I did like 4 of them total, I think, and then I did like 3 or 4 of the battle passes total.
Oh,
And
you
they
have
do-
willpower. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
I have a wife.
I'm a bit of a whale.
I'm
See,
not
I
a
have
whale at
wife.
all. I
I'm a-
play the game's free play as much as I can, whilst only spending like as much as I would
guys-
pay
you
for
guys-
like a normal game. Oh, I
You
don't
guys
even
don't
really
even go
buy
for
that
the
expensive
$60
games.
rule. Yeah, I was gonna say like you know
Nah,
you're
nah,
like
nah.
you know 60
I don't even really
bucks,
have a
I would've
$60
paid.
rule. I'm doing even worse on this one. Okay.
What I do is I open up the store, I look at how much it costs. I'm just like, what would my
Oh,
wife
man.
think? And then I exit
Alright.
out.
Yeah,
have to-
I think Genshin I'm close to the 4 digits at this point.
Ooh, oof.
Worth it though, worth it.
Worth
man.
it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Got
the
those
only
heavy
thing that will ever
waifus.
get me is cosmetics. I am a sucker for cosmetics. Like
Right.
You will love Lord of
Oh,
the Rings
my-
Online then.
my main character, yeah, my main character in Genshin is Raiden. If they came out with like a Raiden skin, I'd probably get it.
You're there.
One thing
Yeah,
I
like
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
When
they
when
gave her,
came out
like,
with
the- like,
that
the new-
Kuching
the new-
skin, I insta bought.
Yeah.
I was like, this is good.
See, I was going to
really-
the Ning Wang one for that, but
one thing I criticize this game for is that I really like the character creation, but the cosmetics aren't enough. What I
For
feel like they
now.
should have done
For now,
is
for now, yeah.
for now
We're
it's
gonna
not
have
bad,
more.
but I feel like they should have changed the cosmetic system completely. I feel like they should have done, or at least attempted a system where you can change the feet, legging, body,
Yeah,
hand, and head cosmetics.
I was about to say I wish you could mix and match.
Exactly.
Like instead of
Oh,
it being like
outfits? Yeah,
this,
That's
is,
right,
this is the outfit. Like, but can I take this jacket, these pants, these shoes, whatever?
I'm
It's-
sure
it-
they'll do it. I'm sure.
It's a
at some
it's a
point.
small thing, but it just adds so much more like depth to it without even like
Right.
really doing anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
even
is
without that,
technically
though,
head
I've seen-
cosmetics, but there are not
like,
many of them.
Yeah, I haven't seen many OCs that are like too similar, unless people are using the popular presets. But like
Mhm.
in terms of the people I've been playing with, like everyone looks pretty unique. I'd say.
Yeah, I
think
think
there's
for the
enough
most part,
customization that you can get immersive with like this is my character, you know, this is
I
me.
made like 10 different characters before when they initially.
same.
Yeah,
same.
I mean, like I did it at night too, so I got like no sleep.
yeah, I don't know. Like I think Friday night when I was streaming, like we're hopping around and we did like every world boss, and I like at the very end everyone was just kind of standing there checking out their loot or whatever, and I said on my stream, I looked at it, I'm like, there's a good variety here. Like of people.
Yeah. I think
like,
there's
unless everyone-
enough customization right now
Yeah.
where you can have a unique feel. But no, I feel you. There needs to be, I think, a bit more. But obviously, like they're leaving room for that, right? They can add as many outfits as they want, and people are gonna spend money. So
Yeah.
They're gonna
me
spend money on the
included.
waifus, and after they have all the waifus,
Yeah.
let them.
Yeah, and I guess
Oh,
I don't
dude, you
know.
can never have enough. Come on.
And I guess I don't know. You said your friend is in he plays a Chinese game. Is there more
Yeah.
customization in the Chinese game, or don't you?
Oh
know?
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that
way
one I
more,
can confirm
way
as well.
more.
Okay,
I
I say
actually
I
wanted to. If
haven't
any of you
watched too
guys
much
are in the
about it.
CN
Me neither.
version, or if you know anyone who is, bring them on. I want to talk to them about the CN version.
Oh, I'll ask Pebble. He said he's gonna eat dinner and he's gonna come back. I'll ask him if he wants to jump in voice chat. He's been playing for a while. He's the guy who's on floor 400
Okay.
on CN.
Oh,
So
perfect.
he's,
Okay.
he's,
Yeah.
he's an expert. Yeah.
I had
That'd be
questions for him because, like I said, I'll send both of you guys the review video I made. It was well received, and I had a lot of criticism about it. I only rated this game a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a beta,
Okay.
I could see that. Absolutely.
I did say in the current stage of development, so yeah.
Yeah, like
I kind of ignored, but
So
like,
let me ask. What was your main issues? I guess like
The
just
UI
sort
was
of
a big issue.
ballpark categories.
the UI was a massive issue for me. It's
UI?
not that
Yeah,
great.
okay.
I agree with
No,
that.
the co-op, like teaming up and the whole co-op system is kind of scuffed. I'll agree
It's
with
not
that.
that
The UI is
scuffed. It's just
confusing.
lackluster.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's
For
world
me, the-
bosses, they kind of suck except Barbarossa. The join ups are boring. There's like one join up with a decent mechanic, I guess. I like the
It
bomb
also
thing.
feels like there's a big skill difference between some of the co-op stuff and the solo dungeons. Like the solo dungeons, I didn't experiment. Like someone asked me to watch a YouTube video, and I just sat and I think I was doing space time. I sat in facing the boss, and we watched like a 5-minute YouTube video, and I went back and I wasn't dead. He was just hitting me for 5 minutes, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
there's
really?
clearly some balance issues here, unless my game is
Yeah.
bugged or something. Like,
I heard
They
from
got-
one person who said CN in the comments of my video that they were amazed that I was able to solo the Frostbite because it's way more difficult in CN.
yeah, dude, I watched the videos. You sent me the
Oh.
clips. I was like, holy shit.
No,
dude.
no, I meant in my review video. I had I
I thought you meant the clips you sent
I
me.
put more of that fight in there, but yeah, that clip it's
Yeah,
part of it, yeah. Because apparently it's way more difficult, and also funny thing, the Frostbot is supposed to have a one-shot mechanic that you need another like what you do is when you're frozen in the ice, someone has to hit you out of it with a fire weapon or whatever, and after that you'll break free. However, that is bugged at the moment. Not to mention,
okay.
Oh,
I want to talk about this as well. I used Meryl for that fight rather than any other nature. Not the weapon, the nature. And you guys might not know about this, but if you go into the simulacras, go into Awakening, you'll find that every character has a nature.
oh, yeah. Like the additional like effect.
Yeah, and Meryl happens to help with removing the frost effect and resisting frost damage. And what I'm
okay.
getting into is that I'm a Path of Exile player, see, and I'm not one of those Path of Exile players that searches up builds. No. I make my own builds on the fly. And if you know anything about Path of Exile, yeah, it's something. But I like making my own builds, and that's what I do in
Yeah,
this game.
I,
the meta build
I
isn't
actually went
always the best
into-
build.
I haven't seen any
For the
Tower
situation.
Fantasy content on YouTube or anything. Like, I'm still completely blind, so I haven't searched up any meta. I kind of like doing that, just kind of trying to experiment for myself, especially during the beta, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, the only thing I really looked up beforehand was I watched some of Holiest, some of his videos just to like, because I think he just showed the
Who's he
characters.
again? Is he?
He's
is
the
he
guy.
streaming, or
He's
is
like the
he-
biggest ToF streamer. I think he played it in CS
Oh, okay,
before
okay.
like anyone else.
Yeah, I would say he's up there for one of the biggest
He's also
ones.
the group owner of Thick.
Yes.
Oh, I see Thick everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crew, that's him. But I
Right.
basically just watched his character breakdowns just to see what characters were in the game. That's
Mm.
that. Otherwise, I was completely blind on it for the most part. Like, I had people coming in telling me things like the crane on the Carnival Island to give you free gifts a day. Like, I was like
Oh, the
2 weeks
crane
in
game?
before.
Yeah.
I was 2 weeks in before I knew about that.
No, dude, I got a raid from MMO Byte, and they
Oh,
like,
really?
were teaching me stuff. Yeah.
That's a fat
300%
raid.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
a fat
crazy.
raid.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they were backseating because I love backseating in my chat. So they were.
Yeah.
I learned a
everyone.
lot that stream. Yeah.
I've had mostly
Mhm.
smaller people raid me. I don't know why that is. In fact, I think
No,
I've
I
only
think-
had 2 raids in my entire time of streaming, which is a lot, by the way.
Well, you've been.
Yeah,
How long have you been streaming? Not too long, right?
Let's see. I started streaming on Twitch. I actually streamed a long time ago. I mentioned this earlier. I remember doing my
Mhm.
first 24-hour stream, and 18 hours in, my power went out.
Oh
So
my
I
God,
just went to
24
sleep.
hours. Holy.
I just went to
Yeah,
sleep
that's-
after that.
That's frustrating though. You
By
almost
the way,
made
if
it.
I get to 100 followers, I'll do another 24-hour stream.
Yeah, I just hit I went
Guys,
106. I have to figure out
yeah,
something
I'm
for
gonna
my
show you
100
it right now.
followers.
Yeah,
What are you
I'm
at?
not
What are you
even
at?
at 50 yet.
I'm at 106.
Okay.
So I just hit it, but I don't know what I want to do yet. I kind of want to do like an Elden Ring playthrough. That game costs money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get Elden Ring.
I've never
No?
done a Souls game, and I think I've watched so much on it. I think it looks so fun.
I
and
played
I
the
like-
only Souls game I've ever played was kind of Valheim. I barely call that a Souls game though.
Oh yeah, I like games that are frustrating, but it's rewarding when you like pass it. You know.
Yeah. I feel like there's enough people playing Elden Ring on Twitch. I don't need to play it as well. I'll find other things. I'm more of a
That's true.
when I record, I mostly look at what's it called? Roguelites.
Mm.
That's my big thing. That's why I mostly play. Because there's so many of them and they're pretty cheap.
Yeah. One of them I want to play is Risk of Rain 2.
I was excited
Risk
for the
of
Iron
Rain.
Oath, but somehow the full release was worse than the early access.
Oh,
Dude,
really?
I've just been
Yeah.
playing the free games on like Epic and stuff lately. Trying to do more variety stuff. It's fun,
Yeah.
though, man.
I for the most part I play whatever I'm feeling, but like my main games are like Lost Ark, Genshin. Genshin's kind of killing me right now, and then Tower of Fantasy. Are like the
I guess
three
if
I've
I
been
had a
playing the
main game,
most.
this would be it, but I don't really have a main game. I kind of played a bunch of different games.
Gotcha.
So there's one more question I had for Lost Ark that I completely forgot about.
Okay.
Can a weapon upgrade fail? And what happens when a weapon upgrade fails in Lost Ark?
Yes, you're gonna fail more than you succeed,
Okay.
probably late game
Like
at
that's
least.
every RNG.
And what
mechanic in any of
exactly
these games.
happens when a weapon upgrade fails?
So when it fails, you lose all your materials that you used to upgrade it, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
And then you get something called Artisan's Energy, and basically it's a pity system. So once you fail enough, it hits 100%, and your next upgrade is guaranteed. I think the upgrade I just did, I failed 4 times before I succeeded it at like 10%, which I'm gonna take because that's super lucky to me. But so I think I got 5 to 6% artisan's energy every time I failed. So I would have to fail like 20 times to get the guaranteed upgrade. So it's just that's where the gold shortage and the honing material shortage just comes into play, because
So there's not actually any backwards progress.
there is not.
Oh.
There's 0 backwards progress. The only thing is so there's like 3 tiers of endgame. So once you hit level 50, you're just basically automatically thrust into tier 1. And once you get your tier 1 weapons and stuff up to, I want to say 600, you get into tier 2. And
What do you guys think about the RNG and ToF?
I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah, I've heard.
I think it's fair, too.
I'm not a gacha player. I'm not a gacha
As-
player,
Well,
but
I mean,
I've heard
aside
it's very
from the
fair.
gacha, like the gear system, I think is really fair.
Yeah,
I think it's very fair.
Yeah.
I didn't upgrade my common and green gear for the longest time because I didn't know if it carried over, and then I realized it just carries over 1-to-1 besides the stars. And I was like, what the hell have I been doing?
I believe I
Yeah, I know,
speculated though
it's-
in my
it's so
video that
Generous. of
it would
honestly.
change by the full release.
Oh, you do think?
I do think so.
Yeah, because I
I
remember
don't
my
think so.
my gear
People
score
like
was
on
just
CN,
trash.
people are too used to it. Like I think people would kind of be upset with that.
I guess if it's how it is in the beta is how it is in CN, I don't think they change it. But
Yeah, I
how
don't
it
think
is
they
in
would
CN.
either.
But it's so nice because like my blue is like I just got all my purples on Friday finally. But like if you have a +10 blue, it turns into a +10 purple.
Right, yeah.
And then you usually get like 1 star at least worth of the purple from the stars you got on that blue previously if you feed it into it, which I think it's very fair.
No, it's super. I mean, you're a Genshin player too. You know how shitty RNG is in that game.
Oh yeah, artifacts are
so
terrible.
like, yeah, compared to that, it's like a dream come
Yeah.
true.
And I
There's
guess
a
that
reason
is
I never
another
played
thing.
Genshin Impact. I always had a bad
Yeah.
feeling about it. Like I saw it day 1. In fact, I saw it before day 1. I saw it.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like...
it's more of a part-time job for me at this point. I'm too invested
Yeah.
that I can't
Yeah.
stop playing. But
And I just had a
You
bad
kinda
feeling
have to
about
make
it,
your
and I
own
didn't
fun.
play it. And turns out my bad feeling was
Oh, it's
kind
a
of
great game,
right
though, man.
feeling.
Yeah,
the waifu,
will
dude,
yeah, I will say
and,
though.
and the husbandos.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
Zhongli's hot.
Zhongli's hot as fuck, dude.
So is Edo.
Sorry,
But in Tower Fantasy, so like you have your equipment and stuff. I know the top 2 substats are always consistent. So I feel like the true end game is like optimizing like those 4 random rolls you get too. So
Yeah,
maybe we
yeah.
just don't experience that in the beta.
I think too.
So-
I'm wondering, like, because I have
Maybe I
like
just don't care
2,
enough right now.
For instance, like I have 2 purple chest pieces, and one has a big like fire random stat, and one has a big
Yeah.
ice. So I'm thinking, like, do you keep both, and then you might swap
Yeah,
out?
exactly.
Yeah, if you're depending on your build, your DPS build, or what you're using. So I think
do you
that's
hold
kind of gonna
on
be
to a-
more like it.
Yeah, do you hold on to a bunch based on whatever?
Yeah, so
like,
you'll probably
endgame
end up with
content
a lot
or
of
bosses?
good character gear that has really good substats, because there aren't that many substats, right, to randomize.
No, there
so
really isn't.
you're probably gonna end up with more just gear swapping than actually worrying about the RNG, which is great. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, I wonder if they I don't know, maybe you guys know this, but in the China version, is there more like elements added or anything like that yet, or is it still just the
No, I
four
don't think
that we
so.
have? Okay. I didn't know if they added more, or like that's like the one thing that like if people came in and talked about Genshin combat versus Tower Fantasy combat, I miss the Genshin. Like I like that Genshin has like the
Reactions.
reactions.
Yeah.
That was like the only that's disappointing to me in Tower Fantasy combat, and then like it just doesn't feel like you're like if I have the scythe, it feels like my scythe has no weight when I hit things. That's just personal preference though. It still feels good to swing it around.
Yeah, it is weird though, because sometimes you can like freeze people. Still don't really understand how that
Exactly.
works.
And then there's like technically there's shatter damage, but it's only when you're
Yeah,
still
it's
using
kind of
that
weird.
ice weapon. So I was like, maybe that's one layer they added in eventually or will add in eventually, but it sounds like they haven't, at least in the China version yet.
Yeah.
I can't
Hey,
believe
yo,
Penis has a
hold on,
6.1 suppressor.
yo, Pebble, you want to join chat? These
6.1?
guys have some questions about the CN servers. You want to hop in Discord or no?
Yeah,
It's cool
invite him
if you
to the
don't
group
want to.
chat if he does.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to, that's fine, but it'd be
My
interesting to
man's
see
got
what he
questions
has.
about CN.
Yeah, I need
It's
them
up
for
to
my
you though,
review.
man. Sure. Okay, he's down.
All right, invite him to group call.
All right, let me get it. Wait, Pebble, do I have you on? Yeah, I got you. Right.
I don't have questions written down for this, so all of them are gonna be improv.
Yeah, we can just talk in general about
Also,
it. 'Cause
I have a
I'm
special-
curious to like what the future of the game is, because I've been pretty
let me add
blind
him.
and I don't really know anyone that's been doing it for the most part.
Because I didn't do this for my previous video, I just took what I knew about the game, and then someone in my comments recommended that I should ask people on the CN about it for my speculation part of the video, and so I should absolutely do that. In fact, I'm gonna pull up that video, not on stream, just so that I remember exactly what I speculated.
Yeah. No,
While
yeah,
the
'cause-
gotcha polls, and you can watch those, see if I get anything good. I don't know if I will.
My man, Pebble. Good,
Chat.
dude.
Oh, hey, he's in chat. I didn't even hear it. Hey, what's up?
Dude, he's gonna. He just wants to defend his anime game, man. He wants to defend his waifus. I
No,
know.
I'm not gonna
Dude,
speak anything badly about it. It's just questions about it.
Tower Fantasy is such a bad game. It's just
Dude, you're gonna get the smoke, bro. You're gonna get
No.
the smoke, dude.
every problem I have with the game, I'm like, it's a beta. I expect there to be problems.
Genshin Killer,
I'll
more
save
like
my judgment
Genshin.
for, like-
Ayo.
Yeah, I'll save my actual criticism for when the game actually comes out.
Right, yeah. Well, if you guys got questions about CN, Pebble's your guy.
All right, hang on.
He's
Let me
always,
look
he's
at my
always clowning on
speculation.
me.
Okay.
Alright, I got Discord to work now.
Noise.
Let's go.
Okay.
It does that thing where it's like, says it's the default audio and that's nothing I use.
That's the exact problem I had when I started this up today too.
Okay, so my first question is, how bad is the pay to win in the CN version of the game?
So, I'd say it's about the same.
About
As-
the same as?
Well, I was gonna say the same as beta, but you can't pay in beta.
Yeah, that
So,
it's
like-
non-existent.
Yeah. Like, it's not bad, but like, you only have a certain amount of wishes you can collect on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think on like the first map, the one that's in the beta, there's about like 300 orange ones, and like 600 to 800. It kind of
Yeah,
I don't remember
think it's
exactly.
about.
of
I'd imagine it's
purples.
about the same as. Yeah, you know,
But there's
CBT.
a whole like 2 other areas. The Mirror City, which has like I think like 20 orange and probably like I think 40 to 60 purple, and then Vera, which is like 2/3 of the size of the map in the beta.
Just a
Okay.
second.
Wait, say that again.
There's Vera. What there?
Is that the new? Sorry, that's a new region.
Yeah, that's the desert.
Desert.
Yeah,
Okay.
so these are
yeah,
different
that
continents.
everyone
It-
yeah, completely
so
different
then-
areas.
I also speculated in my video that I theorized that there would be different continents, especially since they had a
Yes.
good map setup. So I was right about that. Okay, great.
Yeah. The only issue or concern I have is, are they gonna give it to us immediately, or are they gonna do like Lost Ark did
Mhm.
and like kind of,
Yeah.
trickle it in after a bit?
Drip feed us to the content.
Yeah.
Added in
But
as expansions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
I
thing why
theorized that
I
as well.
assume,
Expansions.
yeah, the only issue I assume or that I assume they'll give it to us just immediately is the game's only been out for like 5 months from now, obviously, but
I have a
Alright.
speaking just to, like the pay to win aspect. I know it's a different currency, but how much does it cost? Like, because we can't even see how much it costs
So-
for like 10 pull.
I remember I
Oh,
went over
yeah, I'm
this.
curious about that
I
too.
went over this in Muskie's chat. The pay to win is actually slightly better than Genshin.
Yeah.
Because I think like for $100 in Genshin you get like 40 summons without like the first time buyer thing.
That's so sad to hear.
It's
I-
so
Yeah, yeah.
dude, it's
I
so
looked at the
bad.
guide and it actually said things about pay to win. I don't remember the exact numbers,
Yeah.
but it was pretty good. I think like
Yeah,
$100
and
will
then-
get you more like 80 to 100 pulls.
Oh, so you get a guarantee like SSR
SSR
every
from
$100
$100. Yeah. It's not more.
For the first time bonus.
Oh, for the
Oh,
first
so
time
you
bonus.
doubles it
Yeah.
or whatever.
So yeah, because it doubles soul. And then without the first time, it's only like you get like it's like 43.5 summons. Like, and you can't half a summon, but it's,
Half a
throw it in
summon.
there.
Well, I mean,
Bro,
at least
my
the
my
first
girl
time you
Shiro
get pity for
C3
sure.
worth.
Yeah. But then
I'll spend $300
pity's
on it.
only 80, and there's no there's no soft pity, but pity also doesn't reset.
Yeah. That's I like the gacha system in this game a lot.
Yeah.
I've played like a lot of gacha games where I just play until like I use all the free to play stuff in
Yep.
the beginning and I delete it.
Just the only downside I have is if you go free to play, it's gonna be very hard to do like the late game stuff, because everything is like dependent on your gear score, and
Mm,
like you can only get so far if you don't have like a high,
like stars or
constellation weapon, I
nukes,
guess you
yeah.
could say.
Yeah, because that's one thing. Like on the beta, like there's that person with the C6 Huma whose gear score is just far and
God.
above beyond everyone else's because
That poor
it's a
guy who
C6
got a
character.
C6 Huma.
then-
She's just as good C6 as nothing, as being like 0.
Oh really?
Yeah, she's
That's like the
awful.
one character I haven't pulled yet. So
But
I
you
have
do
no
get more
clue.
gear score
Me
from
too.
having it higher, even if it's just as
Yes.
good. So
Yeah.
it does
Yeah,
help in a
you
way.
get more gear score. Yeah, like
Okay.
it does up like all the damage and stuff, obviously, but
I
This
should
is my
have
last-
seen this because he has the 6.1 amplifier, while here I am. I'm still pretty high up on the leaderboard, and I only have like a 5.4.
I think mine's 5.2 only.
I wanted to get it to...
0.1, that's
No,
high.
I haven't even got it to 5.4. Wow. But yeah, he has 6.1 at
Damn.
level 52.
I think on CN, I think like the majority are 7.4.
Damn.
Wait, 7.4 what? What does that mean?
Amplifiers. So there's the
suppressor.
amplifier, there's the
Oh.
suppressors. Suppressor only
Yeah,
goes up to
what am I at?
5.4, I think, or it's like 4.5.
Pebble, do you
and-
know what I'm at? I'm at like 5.
I think you're 5.2. or
Yeah,
something.
then you
I
have
don't
the
know.
amplifier, which is the
5.1.
same thing, it's just a different name.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
It's that little like purple cube item you got from the
Right.
I forgot what they're called. The little mini
Right, right, right.
dungeons.
Okay. And sorry, I have one more question regarding like the gacha. So I had someone come into my chat and say that there's this character named Mark who was just absolutely
Yeah.
busted.
Yes.
Like you need him.
He's required.
They
We
in
said
might
setting.
not get him.
I heard about that one.
And
You
they
might
said
not
that
get him.
he's only you have to buy him. Like you can't get him with free
Like-
anything.
Because the thing with Mark is like even without saying how good he is, we might not get him because he is like a collaboration character or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we might not get Mark or Bayuki, which like if we don't get Mark,
collab character, usually they nerf them. Just
Yeah.
So like.
yeah, no,
Well-
Mark is broken, but like
Yeah.
only broken when he's max C6. So
Okay. Yeah, because my concern was someone said that like no matter what grinding you do, like you literally have to purchase him with
Yeah.
real money.
because there's like unless like you have just like the god tier luck and you can get him C6, but
Yeah, gotcha.
Hey, bro,
Okay.
I'm play to win. I'm down to buy Mark.
yeah. Hey, so am I. I'm saving for it.
My
yeah,
next question regarding the CN is, in the closed beta test, we were limited on a few things: how much we could level each day, and also how much of the main quests we can do today. In the CN version, are either of these things limited as well?
Yes and no. Like because so for leveling it was limited at first, and then after like X amount of time they'd up the max level.
Yeah, that's the same
So
here.
I think max right now is like 76.
Oh, so it's
but
still
the
going
story-
over above 70.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
think
good.
like 76 or 75 might be the max now. But with story, yes, you are time gated, which I hate because I would collect everything first and then do the story, and then I regretted that because now I just had nothing to do.
So far, all of my speculation has either been correct or hasn't been proven wrong yet. So
Oh,
What else did I speculate here?
Oh, I don't like the time gating the story no matter what kind
Yeah.
of thing.
No, yeah, I was
yeah,
like,
it-
BRB 30 seconds, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was saying in my speculation that they'll probably have the story time gated still, and they might have the level time gated slightly. However, if they do, that's a huge negative to the game. And so I
Yeah,
think I'm actually going
it-
to change my rating for the open release, knowing that it's going to be level gated from a 6 to a 5 out of 10.
Ooh.
It's gone down, boys.
Like
Oh,
it's
no.
just hard to tell because they're like not open at all about the global release, what they're gonna add.
I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause
when
there's
is
no date
China
for
ever
anything
open
still,
about
correct?
anything? Am I right?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
Okay, well, I mean, that answers all my questions about the CN. If there's anything else you'd like to say about the CN release that we haven't touched.
I mean, I don't know. It's a fun game, but it's hard to enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
As I say, my only other question having you like in here is compared to like what we got with the beta compared to the Chinese version, does the game feel like it gets a lot better? Or does it stay like the same just with newer updates, newer characters, that kind of thing?
See, I never got into beta.
Well,
I can,
Yeah, you're watching the beta though, so.
yeah, I was
But based
watching
on
it.
what you've seen and everything.
I'd like because from what I can tell, I don't think they really changed much besides just translations. One thing I can
Okay.
say
Things seem easier.
is
I'm able to solo world bosses.
yeah,
People in the
fr-
scene were
from
saying that I should not be able to do that.
yeah, from what I have seen, think like the beta test variant was like the 1.0. I feel like because the UI was the same as 1.0, like we're in
Oh, so the
2.0
UI is
right
even
now.
different.
Oh,
That's
is
funny.
it better in CN?
So we
Yeah.
have like 0 updates. Like our initial release is like the same as the China initial release,
Yeah.
basically.
which
Oh,
I
weird.
which
That's
I
kinda weird.
hope is not the case, but it probably will end up being the case.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either.
Why would they do that though?
Like here, real quick, I'll take a photo or a screenshot and
Isn't
just
that
send it
just
in the
like
group
make
chat.
work for them? They're just gonna have to localize
Part of the reason
more.
I think it's because I've heard a lot of
updates?
people say that these CN versions were all rushed, and they were really
okay.
buggy and broken, even more so
Oh.
than.
Now that you say that, I gotta. So, any of you play Mass Effect?
No.
No.
Well then.
Does that ruin your?
But
Thought
I'm
about
just
playing
gonna-
it, but I never did.
that's an item in the game. That's literally just the pistol for Mass Effect.
I don't think I know anything
Wait,
about.
where are you sending this?
Just in the chat
Oh.
we're talking right now.
Oh,
Wait, is this ToF or is this Mass Effect?
Yeah, that's TOF.
I saw something about like the sword they had in the game from like Honkai.
Yeah, well,
honestly,
Yeah,
I
they-
don't care
I think they
about
had
any
from
of that,
Honkai.
any of the legal issues, whatever they stole. If it's a fun game, I'm going to rate it as a fun game. I'm not rating the company, I'm rating the game.
Yeah.
People don't
Yeah, dude,
care.
I don't care. That,
it's a
the
fun
double
game,
gun
people will play.
mechanic looks cool. I know it's straight from Lost Ark. Like, I'm down. where the person flips upside down, Samir, and like,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah. That's in Lost Ark, isn't it?
I don't
Like,
think
with
so.
the double gun guy, isn't it?
There's a double gun, but I don't think he flips upside
Yeah,
down.
you don't flip upside down.
No.
It's
Oh,
my
he just
character.
spins around and does
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, he just spins in a
okay,
circle.
okay.
One person throws their gun and it spins.
Like
the
there's
gun
the
spins around.
UI.
Whatever. I
It's
don't
just a
care
lot
about
more
that, man.
clean.
Oh yeah, it's like more condensed in the corner. I like that better.
Only 45. It's the one I just started.
Moj.
Don't worry, my other one's like 70. It's fine.
Ah.
I regret playing it that much.
Ah, well.
I can-
Trying to think of what else to ask about the CN version. I think I had something, but I was distracted by game because I just got into a party with Penis, Riala, Riddle, and we're about to do some JO6, I think.
Penis.
Yeah,
Dude, he's
I have.
legendary. He's huge.
I
Who
have
the
huge
fuck is
on there.
penis?
this huge
He's like
penis.
a
Yeah.
top 10 guy on there.
Is he?
He's at like
Yeah, he's
he's had
6.1.
C3 King since like the second day of the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Goated.
I made one of my clips says like literally just a joke about that.
Oh wait, I think
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
actually.
sent that one.
Yeah. Because I was like,
Oh,
"That's kinda
penis
says
is
something
on.
weird." Penis is on. Oh yeah, that clip. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, the girl I was
Don't
talking
know
to
how he
was
got away
really
with that.
confused.
I don't know how he got
Dude,
that for his
okay,
game.
so they I guess they don't
They
whatever,
didn't, but they
censor
do now.
penis, but they censor Kush. 'cause
No,
there's
they
this
didn't
guy
have
named Kush
name
TC,
censorship.
and I tried to type in Kush and it censored it. But penis is cool, I guess. All right.
I
Okay.
do know there is no censorship on a Chinese version for
Well, that makes sense.
yeah. But it's bad when some of them do speak English. Like I'm not gonna say any of the stuff they said, but just assume it's
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to
Talk, yeah.
stream, talk to you guys, and be the only DPS for our squad because we have a tank and 2 healers, and then there's me.
Oh, it's you don't
Oh
need to do
my
damage,
God.
and you'll slowly burn them.
I need the
This-
damage though. We only have
How-
20 minutes on this, and it's JO6. This isn't like JO5s or JO4s. These are higher tier.
I haven't done a 6 yet, so I
haven't either.
The difficulty
haven't-
after JO6 and JO7 scales a lot.
Vic told me that 6 scales really hard.
Yeah, 6 and 7 scale really hard.
Yeah, I did hear that. He's like, make sure you got like an actual party, not
Yeah.
matchmaking it.
I've lost this way too many times, and if I do badly, it shows. I didn't switch to my combat gear. Let's do that now. Okay.
So any other questions? No, we're all good.
Are there any other multiplayer content as you high level up higher that we can see in the JO6? Because all we have is like world bosses, join ups,
You guys
void
have-
rifts, and frontier clash.
You guys have
Frontier,
8-man
yeah.
raids, don't you?
Yeah. So we have the 8-man raids. I think that's really else all there is.
Okay, that upgrades my rating up because one thing I really didn't like was the lackluster multiplayer content. What are the 8-man raids like? Like, do they have actual mechanics to them? Are they any?
Yeah, they're hard, but like I haven't done a whole lot of them because I don't speak Chinese.
Ah.
So
Yo, I got a question, Pebble. Can someone
Yeah.
stay 100% free to play and get to end game content? Trinity wants to know.
what is endgame?
Like, I mean, like how
highest
free-to-play
level?
friendly is end game content if you want to participate to the full extent of the MMO stuff, co-op.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty free to play, but I give it like a 70% free to play because
Okay.
like you're gonna hit the point to where like you're gonna need like the max upgrade weapons, and those are just annoying to come by.
Right. Wait, so
And-
how? Wait, you can buy those for money?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, what am I talking about then? What do you mean when you say 70%? What's the 30% that you would need
The
money
battle
for?
pass.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got that for free.
Right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I forgot we
totally
got
forgot
that,
about that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
literally
right,
a hard
okay.
requirement.
That's where all my maths come
Yeah.
from. All right.
I will say, I love that the battle pass is like 180 levels too.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
only
it gives
paid
you
black crystals
useful
at the
stuff the
beginning for
entire
them.
time.
Since then, I've never paid
Yeah.
for it. I've just leveled it up through bounties.
I've only done bounties for it.
Yeah,
I
we
think
had
I'm
free
like,
battle
I'm-
pass during the beta.
I
might
paid a
get
little bit
150, I think.
for it early on. But yeah, because of Penis's gear score, even as a tank, he could still get pretty close to out DPSing me. Now, to be fair, I'm not
Yeah.
really paying attention all that well. So, and I'm getting
Like-
hit by way too many things.
I wasn't kidding when I said he's huge.
Yes. He has a massive cock.
Yes.
I would know. I play
He's
with
been
him every
rocking that-
morning.
Yeah, he's been rocking with that 3-star king skin since week 1.
Jeez.
Yeah, his name is. There's another guy named King who's also been rocking with the King skin. I played
Oh,
with him
really?
a lot too. Yeah. I can see why. I mean, his name is literally King. It's perfect for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, we don't have enough DPS to melt his shield, so we can't stun him at all. This is
I hate that
unfortunate.
boss.
This
hate
is
when
just
he-
the Vulcan boss.
I know, when he flies back and forth.
Oh, this isn't even the worst boss in my opinion.
The worst boss is the horse, the centaur.
No.
Send those.
Oh, I hate
Oh
him.
no,
I
Riddle
hate
went
him.
down, and I can't help him because he's in the AoE. Okay, the AoE went away. We might be able to
I
rev him.
hate Chiron, man.
Yeah,
I can't
that
do him.
he's.
He's just.
I hate
that
Frigg.
when you like.
I hate Frigg, especially when you can't get her armor down.
Yeah,
Oh, Frigg is bad too.
yeah.
But Chiron is the worst.
The thing
My
that makes
problem
Frigg
with
hard is
Chiron-
her ability where if you don't melt her armor fast enough, she does this crazy attack.
Like the one-shot AOE.
She
Basically,
does
yeah.
like the Raiden Shogun charge attack.
Basically.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
pretty much one-shots you if you can't melt her armor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The
So my
game
problem
basically
with-
has a right into with like
Yeah.
electro katana. by
Basically.
Yuki.
I hope I will. If I were to whale for a character, it would be like a character like Raiden. I'm a sucker
I
for
sent her.
electric.
her to the chat.
I thought that Cobalt B was going to come out during the closed beta, and unfortunately, it's not. So
I see, like with Cobalt V in the Chinese version, she was a limited banner at first, and then she went into the just overall one.
oh, I
that's
didn't
a
use
good,
my key card. Whoops.
that's a good question.
Okay, well, I'm not going to open
do
any more
event
crates.
characters go into standard banner eventually then?
Only 2 of them did. It was Cobalt B and Claudia.
Yeah.
Claudia.
It's after
Okay.
okay, so how I think it works is they do the character and then they do the rerun, and then after the rerun they go into the standard. Because Claudia and Cobalt B are the only
Okay.
2 who got the reruns.
Because I'm thinking like Genshin's standard banner hasn't changed in a year and a half. It's still just the original 5 stars or gold. Yeah, 5 stars. I don't know, 5 stars. Yeah. Get my games mixed up here for a second.
Yeah, how one of my big like concerns with the game is their user interface. What exactly changed with the user interface, and is it any better than it is like in the closed beta test? If you know,
He has that
anything about it.
picture in chat he linked. It looks like a
Yeah.
lot
Oh, in chat.
cleaner
Oh,
and more condensed.
wait, I'm
Yeah, it's
gonna. I
cleaner.
might pull that up on stream once I'm
Wait,
not having
who's
to
this
main
character?
DPS.
Is this the Katana character?
Yeah, that's Bayuki. The
Oh my
one
God.
that we might not get when it in global,
Oh, now I know why I'm not doing any fucking
At
damage.
all?
They have volt resistance, and my main
We don't
damage is
know.
volt.
because it's one of the like collab limited characters that we're not sure.
Oh, we like
Oh.
her. Oh,
Yeah.
we like her.
Oh, wow.
So the
Okay.
first one I sent is her 3-star skin. The next one's her just regular. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't have
Gotcha.
her because she's another character where you have to get her like, C3, and then
it could be
she's
like what? Yeah.
yeah. I'm like,
That sucks. That's
I'm
like,
not gonna drop money on the Chinese version, even though I could. but-
yeah, but there's no point if you're gonna play
Yeah.
the NA version.
I can't even read anything anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably use the guide for everything, huh? Because the guide has everything translated.
Oh yeah, the one that was like the Google one.
Yeah, the Google
document,
spreadsheets
yeah.
one.
From Ada Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna open up any more boxes because I didn't use my keycard by accident. All right.
Just go for it.
No, I'm not opening the crates.
Copium luck. Do it.
Nah, I already went by it.
It's
We
the
still need to get
beta,
to
man.
Tyrion.
Come on, come on.
I opened up the first one already. That's bad enough. I have like 30 of these key cards, and I should be using them. Did this man just place an Omnium thing outside? Well, anyways, I don't have any more questions for you guys. I thought I would. How long has the stream been going on for? Probably like 2 hours, right?
Almost 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours? Yeah, okay. I did say it'd be an hour to 2 hours long. I could have probably stretched it out a little more.
No, I think that
man, I
was
think we
good.
had a good convo. That was fun.
Yeah, I think
It
we
was
did
nice
too.
talking to you guys too. Like
It was.
IRL
I'm not gonna
in
end the stream
person.
here.
Yeah,
I still have to do
versus-
these raids.
Yeah, versus reading chat and everything and just
Yeah.
talking at the wall of text.
Now Muskie can put a voice to the degen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the degen himself. Yo, Pebble, wait, before you leave. Okay, so BG here said he doesn't care. He doesn't play these games for the waifus. Fucking me and Badger had to headphones off meme. Like, what? What? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Just disconnect.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get
I'm
a
out,
drink.
I'm
I
out.
really don't.
I'm gonna head out.
One of the top comment on my review was that he was so glad that I rated the game as an MMO, not as a Genshin like. And that's my view on this game. I don't view it as Genshin. That's how little
Oh,
I
Wait,
care
I don't
what's your
about it.
YouTube? Let me. I'm down to watch your review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it
Is
right
it-
after I kill Tyrion. Or maybe you can
Okay,
find it.
okay.
I named it a game
send me
review
the link.
Tower of Fantasy 1 out of 2. Because I'm planning on making another one at the end of the closed beta test, because the closed beta test hasn't ended yet, and I mean already my
Wait, what's your channel name? Is it Black
Black
Eye?
Eye Gaming without the underscore.
Yeah, I'd say it's in the, if you go to his Twitch page, it's linked to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I just went to there and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 271 views on that. Nice.
Yeah, I want to hit up both markets, but I've been playing ToF way too much, so I've been neglecting my YouTube channel. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
need to
get
start a
back into
YouTube
doing
channel.
that. By the way, this whole stream will be on YouTube. I'm gonna like take the VOD and download it and put it on YouTube.
Mhm.
Edit
Yeah,
a few parts
I'm-
out maybe.
I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, here's the
don't-
centaur.
All right, guys.
No,
well,
penis went down our tank.
good chatting with you guys.
Wait, has everyone died? If so, I'm just gonna kill myself. Okay.
Yeah, no, pleasure talking with you guys and meeting y'all and
Yeah.
putting.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Be here
let me know
streaming
if you guys
Dead.
want to do some like collab streams or something when the game comes out, or Badger if you ever want to play Genshin. Actually, well, there's nothing fucking doing Genshin.
There's a
if you
game
want
I've
to do
been
like some
looking
boss,
at called
boss
It's like,
Astro
what are we gonna do in
Creation,
Genshin?
like,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
definitely.
speed runs or something. Let me know.
If you guys want to get into another MMO, check out Ashes of Creation. I'm really excited for it.
Okay, okay.
I've
I
heard a
will,
lot
I will.
about that, but I don't think it's coming out soon, is it? Or they haven't.
Probably not going to come out for like well over a year and a half or a
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah, but it's still something to look forward
Down
to.
the line.
Yeah. You can give them like $800 to get in there, like close one of their closed alpha tests.
I got absolutely
Ooh, yeah,
fucked.
I'll
Badger, thanks for the
pass.
follow.
Yeah, no problem. Muskiiyy, what's your Twitch?
Muskiiyy.
My Twitch?
Yeah, Badger doesn't
Okay.
know you.
No, you were in my stream. I couldn't remember how to spell it.
Fuck.
It's the I-I-Y-Y.
Musk.
Where's Penis
wait,
when we need
how
him?
is
Did
it
he
spelled?
leave?
I
I-I-Y-Y.
gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
I-I-Y-Y. That's it.
I found you.
Oh, thanks for the follow, bro.
Yeah, no problem. I couldn't remember how to spell it. I just like was stuck on like Muskiiyy in here, and I was like, I know you've been in my stream before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the game review I made is a little quiet, so you'll have to turn up the volume. I'm sorry for that.
That's cool.
I
I'll watch
hadn't
it- I'll watch
done
it
video
tonight.
in a while, and I forgot how loud I should make the video. Yeah, I think Peanuts left our party and left, so we can't do it without a tank.
Ooh.
We all just get
So
like, it'll just combo and one shot me. I'm
Muskie,
just
I have one
a
question for you
squishy
quick.
DPS person.
Yeah, what's up?
Is this the vampire hunter
Survivor?
game? Survivor. How you
Great
like
game.
it? Great
Dude,
game.
it's $3 on Steam. This shit's
I know.
so fun to play.
That's
I
what
play
I've been
this,
debating.
when my chat wants to, we just talk like anime and food and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like really casual. It's just WASD, so you can reach chat easy. It's like
Okay.
nice and chill. Good
Yeah, I
good
thought-
downtime game after you. I've been trying a lot of games though recently. I played what was I playing today? The racing game on Epic that's free. Rogue, no, Red One, something like that. I don't know. It's like a
Gotcha.
super fast racing game. I'd download that if you haven't yet.
Okay. Yeah. I have to
Also,
get there
also,
and
did you
get
guys sign
Steam
up for the
and everything.
new Hoyoverse beta?
That
Zenless
Zero
Zero?
Zone?
Zenless Zero? Dude,
Yeah,
that
I don't
looked
really
sick.
look at
Yo,
Mihoyo at all.
The pink-haired girl, man, dude.
I watched the
mine.
trailer.
Oh my god.
You know what I thought the whole time I was watching the trailer? This is the Tower of Fantasy Killer.
Really?
I also saw another
I
game. I'm
was-
not gonna play it.
Apparently,
for
it's more like
reasons, but
apparently
Blue
it's more
Archive.
like Arc
Yeah.
Knights. Like it's more like a dungeon
Okay.
crawl kind of game.
Okay, I was watching it and like the aesthetic looked so
Yeah,
similar,
yeah,
and I was just like, where did this come from? I thought
Yeah,
Honkai
kind of
Star
like
Rail.
cyberpunk, like
Yeah.
streetwear kind of
I
thing.
thought
yeah.
I thought Star Rail was their next big project, and then all of a sudden they come out with this trailer and everything. I was like, what the
Right,
hell?
right.
Where did this come from? But yeah, I
With all
signed up
those,
for that.
you have
It's
the
fun.
Honkai Star Rail and Arknight's Endfield.
Yeah, the Arc Knights is doing their new thing. Forgot about that too.
I don't know. There's a lot to play. That's all I know.
All my
I-
anime games.
It's
Yeah.
a
My
problem.
wallet's ready.
Tower Fantasy is the only anime. Oh, actually, I lied. There's one other kind of anime one, but this is basically the only anime game on my entire channel, Twitch or otherwise.
Oh,
I like
gotcha.
anime. It's just not something I usually look for in games.
Sure.
I just like the aesthetic overall. I think it just looks good.
I kind of like the grittier
Mm.
aesthetic, but the graphics in this game do look pretty good. It's unique at least.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Funny thing too, I played Destiny 2, but I never really liked it all that much.
hmm
I like Destiny 1, man.
I never played Destiny
I
1.
played that a lot.
I figured that Destiny 2 would be. Yeah, I didn't hear about Destiny until Destiny 2, and so I was like, well, I might as well play Destiny 2. What's the point of playing Destiny 1?
I think Destiny 2 is the better or more popular game, but
Really?
I heard it
Wow.
was free, and I was like,
Destiny 2
nah,
also
it's
went
if
free
it's
now.
free, it's definitely trash. Yeah.
It wasn't free, but now it is up
Oh,
to a
it
certain
wasn't?
point.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, I got it for free like before it went free by someone gifted to me who
I
played
think
it a
I
lot.
did too. Wait, how did I do
Yeah.
that? I never played it though.
Yeah, I didn't like it all
Whatever.
that much though.
I don't know. It's just
It's kind of like Doom-esque, like really fast. You're gonna
It's
get
just-
clapped a lot, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Someone has to focus on the crystals. Which one wants to do that?
yeah.
it's just one of those things where it's like, did Destiny 1 need a sequel? It's just like Overwatch 2. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of more of the same.
Like, it's all they probably did is update some like engine things to make it look prettier and everything, but like the core like gameplay and everything's exactly the same.
Yeah,
Like, it's
pretty
not, like,
similar.
anything.
I mean, they most of the
Story
enemies are
mode.
the same too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
just they updated the story mode essentially. I
yeah,
think, and
yeah,
then new abilities, but they did that in Destiny 1 anyways too. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, I missed. He jumped back. I hate when I waste my one ability.
Classic. All right. Well, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna play some Kingdom Hearts. Good talking with you guys, though.
Yeah.
It was a fun
Let's talk
stream.
more.
I do things
Yeah.
like this pretty much every week at this rate.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
down, man. If you ever
I just
want
don't
me
know
on,
what else you guys are
I,
into, so I don't know what to interview about. I like
no,
doing
I'm
interview
just a
streams.
big weeb, dude. All I play is anime games and watch anime and
Other
that's
other
it,
question
yeah.
then. Have you been watching Summertime
No,
rendering?
but is that the one on Disney Plus?
No, I don't. I pirate all my stuff. I'm not gonna lie about
Yeah,
it.
no, that's the one
Yo,
on
me
Disney Plus.
too, me
I'm
too,
gonna
don't
watch
worry.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
Actually,
Don't
I paid the subscription. Never mind. But I watched
Sailing
all
the
5
high
episodes last night,
seas.
finished it.
Yeah, I pay.
Yeah,
I pay my internet
I don't know why
subscription.
that one's on Disney Plus, but that I've heard it's really good. I'm gonna watch that soon.
I
I'm
binged
actually,
it last night.
Gonna watch the new episode of Spy Family with my boys. I think late night tonight.
Ah, nice. I just watched that yesterday too.
Yeah, good. As good as last week's.
It's always good.
I guess
always
it's not
good.
a bad time to
I
find
feel-
someone to raid because viewership is dropping just a little bit, and we're almost. Yeah, I've been live for an hour, 56 minutes, just about 2 hours. That's not a bad time.
Oh, weak numbers, man. You gotta pull the 10-hour streams, dude.
I already did pull a 12-hour stream.
Okay. Never
Y'all are
mind.
crazy.
Get some rest.
I
longest
already did.
Gotta pull another one. Come on.
Like
Oh
I
yeah,
said,
you did
if
your
I-
12-hour farm stream that you didn't get the drop until you turned it
Until
off.
yeah, I got it the next day.
Oh, what were you farming?
The vehicle
For the-
parts.
Vacuum?
All of them.
Vacuum.
I had a route where I was farming every single vehicle part.
So
Oh
that's
my
a funny
God.
thing. I'll bring that up before with Tower Fantasy between the beta and the Chinese version. People were getting like the vacuum part like within 4 to 8 hours of actively farming. On the China version, you can AFK farm it for like 50 hours and not get it.
Yeah, no, I was farming it for 12 hours. Well, 24 hours total. 12 hours on stream, 12 hours off stream, and after all of that, I decided to kill him. I passed by one of the behemoths, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just kill him. Why not? And no, Penis might not notice me. Penis, please help. We've almost
I think it
killed him.
took me
Don't leave me to die.
It took me like 10 hours for the vacuum
Penis!
and the walker, like the like
Penis!
the Star Wars looking mech
Yeah.
walker.
That's why people are like assuming that they up the drop rates for the closed beta and possibly the global, depending on it.
I mean, I could see that. Why
I don't
not
even know what
make
I
it
was
look like it's
saying. I'm
easier
so
to get?
sad.
Yeah. It would suck though to be like, oh, I
Yeah.
farmed this one part for 50 hours, and in 50 hours you got all the parts.
Well,
Yeah, I was hoping I would
For
get at
my-
least one of the parts,
for my walker, I just went into my vehicle thing because I saw I could upgrade it, and I had it, and I was still farming it, so I don't know when I dropped it actually.
Wow.
So I could have wasted a bunch of time too. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna head out. Thanks so much again for this. I appreciate it. It was fun getting to talk to you guys and everything.
Yeah,
Just talk
thanks.
about
Yeah,
game
it's
in general.
really fun.
It was fun talking about anime game.
Like
Yes,
I said,
always,
if you guys, if I get to 100 followers, I'm gonna do a whole 24-hour stream.
Dude, I'm gonna be fucking shouting you out every day because I want to see that. I want
No-
to see you suffer.
Just to make
Yeah.
it even
We-
harder
we
for
need some
myself,
challenges, too.
normally
We
when
need
people
some
do
challenges.
24-hour streams, they have like energy drinks, they have tea or whatever, they have like coffee.
No, you're going
Oh,
straight
no-
water.
I'm not gonna do
caffeine?
that.
Water.
Only thing we're gonna have
Yes.
is decaf tea.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
Even though
Sounds
there's still
good.
caffeine in it,
I'm
I'll
looking
accept.
forward to
Well,
it,
it's
man.
I
It'll
actually have
happen
like these
soon.
herbal teas with no caffeine in it at all, and like
Oh, nice.
I have a bunch.
Nice.
My favorite's the apple cinnamon.
Do you have an entire cabinet of teas?
Yes, I do, and also an entire
Nice.
cabinet of alcohol.
Cabinet.
Perfect.
Tea cabinet people, let's go.
Hey.
Just throw 2 shots of
Yeah,
vodka into the
yeah.
tea, and you're good to go.
Tea
No,
cab-
that,
2 shots
if
of
you guys saw
vodka, man.
my clip
Yeah.
before, I mixed tea with whiskey. Or sorry, yeah, I did that. Not
stand
on
up.
stream, but a long time ago when I was in, right before a tournament. And during
What
the
kind
tournament,
of
I was
vodka?
just drunk as fuck, and apparently I was I top ranked.
I did the
Oh
best I
my-
ever played.
You got what kind of
Confidence.
vodka there, Muskiiyy?
Wait, what?
You said vodka. What kind?
What? No, I'm not drinking. I'm drinking Heineken's, and I just opened a bottle of prosecco. So
Jeez,
big
on a
night,
Sunday
man.
night, y'all crazy.
yeah, no, I got some boys coming over though. We're gonna watch Spy
Yeah.
Family. So
I just casually like
Gotcha.
pulled all the vodka behind my
Yeah.
cabinet. I have Absolute, Kettle One,
Yeah.
Belvedere. There's more I don't feel like grabbing.
Just let me go in my
Belvedere.
fridge
That's
quick.
That's
and-
that DGen vodka. You know.
And
And no, I
You've
agree.
seen
Dude,
my
I'm a
Twitter.
DGen too. Dude, Pebble, I know you, bro. I know you, bro. I know you get down. Come on.
you joined your stream
Right.
like 4 days ago, and then
Yeah,
linked my
I-
Twitter after 2 days, and now look where we're at.
Yeah, look where we're at, bro. I know you
What
too well.
the
I know what you're into.
fuck?
Yeah, you
Tower
guys
of
ever want?
Fantasy only
if you
has
want
12
the
viewers
sauce-
right now.
Really? Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Dead game. Dead game.
it is a dead game. You're right. You're right.
Dead game. Dead
I
game.
mean, the
13 viewers, and I'm 5 of them, and the other
I
is
mean,
a
the
Spanish
bait-
streamer.
the beta's almost over. That happened to me, I think, last weekend. I was like I was streaming it, and I like went in. There's one person with one viewer, and luckily some people came by. But I was like, oh, I don't know if
Dude,
I'm confident.
I
in
should have
doing
made this
right
just
now.
chatting.
Yeah, I've been on just chatting this whole time.
Yeah, I think after like 2 weeks, people really stopped going in looking for
Yeah.
beta.
I just can't
And I
believe
mean,
it's this low.
it's a beta, so it's not like they can play with us or anything
It-
either. It's
It was
just
far
Yeah,
too long.
true.
it was literally just for information.
Wow.
Like that's why I got like the question, oh, is it out? I was so excited, is it out? And it's like, no,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
people were
sorry.
joining Muskiiyy stream saying that.
Yeah, it's like I'm sorry, it's
Yeah, yeah.
not. I wish it was for you guys, but it's not. So you can just watch me have fun playing it.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. But not
Play
sorry.
the Chinese version. It's out.
Yeah, just get. I see that. I was talking to Vic about that. Just get that NordVPN sponsor, and you're good to go.
ST3
You don't even-
you don't
even-
XD
you don't even
says,
need
yeah,
that.
it's not popular. We're just ready for the game to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the stream thing to just chatting, even though, you know, it's basically over. I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here, as I said, Z's failed, watching King kill, take off that one last HP bar. He's a tank, so he can survive it. That's the difference.
Yeah. You don't need offense if your defense is high enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, in join ups, you only have like 20 minutes to do them.
Yeah, that's about more than enough time. It's plenty.
Not in JO6. Not they have
Um,
so much health.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All
All right, but seriously, guys, for real this time, it was fun. Pleasure talking to y'all. And then maybe if we ever do this again, I'll see y'all next time. But otherwise, maybe play some games together in the future, especially Tower
Yeah.
Fantasy when it does come out and everything.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yes.
All right, take care, guys.
Yep.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks for organizing this and everything.
Yeah, thanks so much
Had a
again for
good time.
asking me. And
I'll
everything. I
probably do
appreciate it.
another one if I find out more topics to do. By the way, Chad, what topics do you want to hear about
Sounds
in the
good.
future?
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, see you guys.
You'll have a good
take
one.
care. Take care.
And I am the only one left. This is so sad. Everyone left at the same time. Oh well. I don't even want the chest, but there's a free chest. We're gonna end very soon. Don't worry. I'm just gonna look for someone to host, and then we're done here. It's not gonna be a Tower Fantasy streamer because there's only one other guy, and he's a Spanish streamer. Who should I? Oh, I think I know someone. If they're streaming right now, they rated me before. I think. I know I rated them. I just don't know exactly. They're VTuber as well. Well, I'm not a VTuber, but no, they ended their stream. How long ago? Just an hour ago. Damn. So they were streaming while I was streaming. It doesn't seem like there's anyone to raid tonight, guys. Hey, Wibble. All right. Well, I think we're gonna end here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a follow. Like I said, 100 follows, and I'll do a 24-hour stream. And I'll see you guys in the next one.